first on time.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are we?
Hello, hello, mermaid, my friend. Happy Saturday and a good afternoon. Amazing to see you once more.
Feelings mutual, buddy. Feelings mutual. I'm so grateful for my little regulars on my streaming. I just grabbed me some lunch. I'm ready to get into this stream. Switch
Grateful
over
to be here as well.
Yay, I'm glad. Oh god, do I gotta recalculate this? Hang on. Recalibrate, rather. One sec. Alright, there we go. A little better. There we go. Oh. You guys ready to chill out with some videos? While I pig out on my lunch?
I'm ready as ever.
Nice, nice. Ugh. Okay. Let's get this set up. Yeah. I guess we're pretty much ready to dive into this. Let me turn the music off so we can get the video going. Yeah.
When it comes to a bad episode, there's a few different flavors, and Barney and Friends.
Okay, this one is Cult of Pistachio, Barney's Wildest Episode video essay. Anybody watch Barney when they were a kid? I didn't really watch it that much. It wasn't really one of my favorites.
Is no different.
I
You have
do.
bad episodes that make no sense and are literally painful to watch, lest we forget, bop till you drop. And then you have an episode that is conceptually so bad it becomes a psychological train wreck that you cannot look away from in sheer disbelief. Put simply, Season 11's Pistachio is a Barney episode that tackles the difficult topic of addiction in such a wild way that, over time, half to cope and half because it is so strikingly absurd, has become regarded as a cult classic in the community. Folks might not know much about the later seasons, but they know Pistachio and all of the memes that come with it. But before we get
I don't. Like, this is legit the first time I'm hearing about it.
lost in the post-ironic era, it's important to know how, why, and in what environment Pistachio was written. So let's kick it back to the early 2000s and hit entertainment. After acquiring the rights to Barney
Same,
in
and I'm
2001,
already
the
hooked in.
British-American hit oversaw the production of Season 7, which came after a short hiatus. While it was produced by a new team, and despite a whole new setting, this season of Barney and Friends retained a lot of that familiar feel that fans old and new couldn't get enough of. A lot of this had to do with the writing style. Barney and Friends was, of course, designed and tailored to the 2 to 5 set, and writers
Right.
would base their half-hour stories on some kind of educational or emotional milestone. That was until Season 10. Season 10 divided the episodes into 2 11-minute segments, took a lot of the focus away from the American cast of kids. I guess the British couldn't handle them. This is an abridged retelling, but the most important takeaway is that management changed the writing style of the episodes to what is referred to as conflict-based. I've always had a bit of a problem with how the conflict-based episode framework gets recontextualized in discussions about how the show's format changed over time. While, yes, as mentioned, there were episodes of the show that were simply following along with the set curriculum with applicable songs written in to keep the young audience connected and understanding what was going on, and there is nothing wrong with that. That's absolutely not to say that there weren't also episodes where there was a thematic conflict. The word conflict is not inherently negative. It can
No.
just be the inciting incident that pushes the episode forward. For example, the conflict in my very favorite episode, An Adventure in Make-Believe, is that BJ is having a hard time using his imagination, so Barney comes up with an elaborate game to help him practice and feel good about it. That's not a negative or hard-to-grasp concept. It's a conflict because it's something that a character is dealing with, or it's just something that gives the episode a reason to exist. The genuine, actual conflict issue that arose in Seasons 10 and 11 was because the type of conflicts the new guard were trying to jam into the story.
Okay, what does that say? Learning the importance of practice through perseverance and teamwork. Good, good. Learning that practice is important from the psychological torment of thinking you turn your sister into a turtle forever due to not practicing. What? Huh?
Story could not play out properly in 11 minutes and were too
What now?
overly complex for the target audience.
Exactly.
Additionally, these conflicts were almost always derived not from the characters trying to achieve/learn something or go on an adventure, but out of interpersonal squabbles and arguments that were almost always born out of anger or misunderstanding. We should probably be calling this the 11 minutes of uncomfortable group therapy era, if anything. It's widely circulated that Pistachio came about as a joke in this writing chaos, but that's not the whole story. Take it from the writer himself, Stephen White. Longtime Barney fans know the legend in his own right, but for newcomers, he was one of the original writers for Barney and Friends, and penned countless classic episodes like The Queen of Make-Believe and the ever-iconic Imagination Island TV special. In short, he's really cool. Shout out to Stephen. To test the waters of just how mishandled the show was, White says that he tested the management team by suggesting an episode about dealing with addictions, pistachios in this case, assuming that none of them would say, yeah, that sounds normal for 2-year-olds. Instead, he was given the green light to go ahead and write the episode, as it was more in line with what they were looking for. Understandably floored, White went back to write the episode. and thus
What? Hang on.
they were looking for. Understandably
Why is that picture of Barney? He's like visibly concerned. It's like a concerned meme.
floored, White went back to write the episode. And thus, our Purple Pistachio Fiend's story of addiction debuted as the premiere of season 11, much to the shock of fans and another round of indifference from the continually dwindling audience. To get the full picture of how the cult of pistachio developed, let's take a look at all the bizarre stuff that actually happens in the episode, beginning with Barney crunching the titular pistachio so violently that other people are genuinely having a hard time understanding him. Barney sings "Just Can't
I
Get
can
Enough."
see that, or Barney
Unfortunately,
look
not
like
the
he's
Depeche
seen
Mode
some
song of the
stuff
same name,
face
although
with
that
tears
song
of joy.
becomes infinitely
Yeah.
funnier if you imagine it to be about pistachios. After a song and dance, Barney proceeds to break the sound barrier with his crunching. The audio genuinely almost sounds like they blew out the mic, and the dino addict realizes he's out of nuts. Despite everyone looking deeply relieved, Barney insists that he has more in the caboose and leaves to get a fix. Part of what makes the episode both infamous and ironically enjoyable is that Barney is so aggressively and deliberately out of character. Barney isn't the one who's here to learn lessons. It's the kids, and yet here's BJ at his big age of 7, wondering if he needs to confront Barney about his pistachio.
Oh my god, why is
style.
the screen doing
You feel
that? I'm
kind of
sorry.
bad for the little dinos because they just decide to deal with the situation themselves, but it's done in such an absurd way that you can't help but to laugh, too. Imagine going to an AA meeting and learning Baby Bop is going to be your mentor. Barney distracts the gang from his floor-sized pile of the illicit substance that is pistachios with some homemade pistachio ice cream. He continues to pile it on them with as many ways as he can possibly manage in attempts to make his habit more palatable, leaving the three to hide what they can. Barney's not bothered, though. He has a recipe book filled with 8 trillion more potential ways to torment them. The kids putting on a story play to teach their lesson acts as a total subversion of the usual format. There's something patently strange about watching the "too much is a bad thing" metaphor play out, not for the audience, but for Barney, who is completely clueless to the point of the entire thing. He is genuinely lost to the point that Baby Bop has to straight up tell him what he's supposed to have learned. I like to think this moment embodies the whole problem with the story structure. Stephen White said, quote, "Developmentally, the audience couldn't pick up on anything other than that people were unhappy, angry, or frustrated. They couldn't learn anything from that," unquote. The story isn't just flowing.
If you have to completely make a character go against type, or to go against their own character, if you have to write the character in a way to where he's starting to not act like how he would normally act, if you gotta go against the character, don't write it. If you can't find a way to rework it to where they are acting in character, yeah, just don't write it. That's how you know you've got a bad script or whatever, a story, what have you. That's how you know it's bad, and you need either rework it or trash it.
Owing directly to the target demographic in that patented, flawless Barney way. It's getting caught up in itself to the point where the lesson is told, not shown. Despite Baby Bop's insistence, Barney only gets it when an avalanche of pistachios comes flying out of the closet, which is pretty funny, not gonna lie. Barney agrees not to eat so many anymore, and the others accept his apology and are probably glad that there wasn't a pistachio too. Dino relapse. White doesn't consider pistachio to be canon, and I mean, fair. That's not really what Barney is supposed to be, but I think this point is actually the crux of where all the delightful infamy and all the fandom's enjoyment of the episode comes from. Solid proof that the character wasn't Barney anymore. Pistachio is a microcosm of the true problem with this era of Barney and Friends. The purple lizard may resemble Barney, but the guy we're watching is insane for tree nuts, teaching incomprehensible concepts, and walking around as essentially a living meme. I guess you could call it a coping mechanism, sure, there's that element to it, but it's also kind of another way to stick it to them as a collective. We know what's up. Chill out with the changes and get back on the right track, team. Have some pistachios to take the edge off. Season 12 returned to the original episode length and was at least a start when it came to returning to the old writing, but Pistachio's impact would still be felt from then on. Stephen White actually expressed some regret in even writing the episode at all, which I understand, but I think fans really came to appreciate it for what it is, jokes and all. It's a blip of self-awareness in such a misguided writing pool, and who better to put a name to feelings than one of the original writers? Our rally cry has a name, and it is Pistachio. While I don't think most folks would think about it this overtly, it is just funny as a trivia note and as a meme. That underlying spirit remains. You can't really go a few days in the community without seeing a reference to it, and I think that's great.
I am
Barney
inevitable.
history, both good and bad, lives on, but pistachio will always have a place in our irony-riddled, dino-loving hearts. If you haven't seen the episode, give it, and some other actually good episodes, a watch, and as always, if you're looking to learn more, don't hesitate to check out my friends at Barney Wiki and Barney History Fans. Thanks for watching.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, I've never been a Barney fan. I didn't really watch it growing
Well,
up.
that was something.
Yeah, right? But, I don't know. When I saw Cult of Pistachio, Barney's Wildest Episode, I don't know, it just kind of caught my eye, and I was like, what the hell is this about? What? Just interesting title. And that was by Barney Millennium. So it's an actual, like, Barney channel. Barney dedicated channel. Alright. Barney bootlegs. Oh my god. We love us some bootlegs, huh? What's next? Alright, what is this one? Here, let's watch this. Nuke's Top 5.
This next mysterious video is said to have been recorded in a hospital in either West Sumatra or Malaysia. CCTV footage shows a hospital ward with sick patients lying in bed. But there's something else in the footage that is truly terrifying.
Nuke's Top 5, another classic horror channel.
What appears to be a small shadow figure about the size of a child can be seen standing next to one of the beds. Hospital visitors can be seen walking right through the apparition as if it's not even there.
Okay, she did not walk through it, she walked behind it. Okay, now that guy walked through him.
Even creepier, the story goes that the patient in the bed passed away shortly after this chilling footage was recorded. It makes you wonder, did something come to visit them before they passed? Or maybe something came to take them away. You decide. St. Andrew's Church.
Interesting.
Stealth camper Chris from the YouTube channel Blot Outdoor Show sets out with his friend Mick on an overnight adventure to the abandoned St. Andrew's Church in Consett, England. The church was built in 1769, and it's been abandoned for nearly 50 years.
We're going to do a stealth camp right next to this old, spooky, abandoned church. It's been abandoned since like the 1970s.
Now, it should be mentioned that Chris is not a ghost hunter, nor has he ever uploaded any videos related to the paranormal.
They never are. They never are. That's how it seems to always happen. Looks like that to make it more convincing.
In fact, he says he's a skeptic and doesn't really get spooked by that sort of thing.
I mean, I'm very skeptical and that kind of stuff, so I'm not going to try and condingo or use mandingos, if you know what I'm talking about.
Now, to make this even creepier, the church is surrounded by an old graveyard.
Why was that kind of funny the way he went,
So Chris and Mick set up their tent amongst the graves and, relax. Soon it gets dark, and then the two guys decide to take a peek inside the old church.
There we go, folks. Yeah,
I need to see that little guy run like hell out of there whenever he gets spooked.
like I say, I'm not scared, and I'm not one of these people that get a shiver up the spine and things like this. To me, it's not spooky, but
Ghosts.
we'll still have a
Ghost.
look around.
A ghost!
Like I say, guys, it's been abandoned since the 1970s. Obviously, they must leave the door open now and again.
Oh shit!
A GG ghost.
Oh, I'm out of
Ghost.
here. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, nope, out of here.
Was that? Oh.
Now, to be fair, that was probably something completely natural. Something probably just came loose and fell. Or, like, maybe there's a critter in there that knocked it over.
I think Mick's filled his pants. RCR gets skin him, but it has only been done these. I think Mick's
Yeah,
got
true.
a lug of a jugger. And he's only pedandies. You know what I mean?
That's not to say it wouldn't scare the shit out of me, because I'm very jumpy and that loud noise. Like I said, I would have screamed and just ran out of there. Nope.
Nice big hole.
That's the fastest I've ever seen you run.
The
My
two
exact
friends hear a loud
reaction.
bang that spooks them enough
Lil
that they
Man
need
speed
a
walked out of there like
refreshing
he had
cold
to take
beverage
the meanest
in
dump.
the graveyard. But after a bit of cold beverages, Chris is able to convince his friend Mick to go back inside the old creepy church once more.
Yeah, we call that liquid courage.
It did not go well.
He's not happy about it. But I've
Yeah,
convinced Mick
keep your thumb up,
to have
homie.
one more look inside this so-called haunted church. Go on then, Schmick.
You ain't got closer.
Well then. Oh well, I'll go on first. Right, Mick, you follow me. I think the first time we came in, I think we just let our imaginations run away with ourselves, which is easy when you're in the pitch black and you're having a few. Just leave that door open, Mick. And then I can see why people come here, Mick, and do the old spooky, ghostly tours and look for the paranormal readings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my kind of thing. My kind of thing is sitting in a tent and getting mangled, spangled, and totally green crankled. But
I love the way Scottish people talk. It's so fun. Scottish and Irish people, they have such funny ways of talking.
each to their own, wherever your hobby is. Let's have a look over here, Schmick.
I like your funny words, Magic Man. The hell the quote goes.
Oh, here we go.
Top o' the
Got a
morning.
photograph
Top
of
o'
young
the
Chris
morning.
here. Oh, sorry, guys.
Top of the morning to you. My name is Sexcepticeye.
Apologies. It's Jesus Christ. Howard and Son. Yeah, Milky Buttons.
Jesus
Uh-oh.
Christ.
What the What? Mix away.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm out of here. That's enough for me, folks.
Ooh, shut that door. What? Right,
Speed dump walk.
guys. Oh. I'm not
LOL.
one of these ones that get scared for like that, but that's twice we've been in there. And twice I've heard a bang. I think Mick's dropped his guts. I think he's filled his pants.
Oh no, did he actually soil
Mick, I
himself?
put some baby wipes in your bag.
Are they hunting demons or GG ghosts?
Another loud
Nah.
bang
Maybe
echoes
there's
through the
demons
church,
in the
and the two
church.
campers have had about enough.
No, they're not like actually hunting for things. They're just checking out an abandoned site, just curiously, because his channel is nothing about, as usual. You know, they don't have anything paranormal on their channel, and they are not ghost hunters. But they just wanted to check the place out, and then like noises just happened to happen.
They spend the night outside in their tent and don't go back into the church for the rest of the night.
Good night, guys.
But did you see it?
Oh
Chris
no,
and Nick
what
are
did we
completely
not
unaware
see?
of the dark shadow-like figure peering out at them
I knew it. I knew there was gonna be a shadowy figure that they missed.
from behind a doorway.
Peekaboo.
That is until their loyal viewers pointed out to
Demon.
them in the video comment section. Now again, Chris and Mick are not ghost hunters, nor are they interested in ever making videos about the paranormal. So just who or what is this? You can watch this entire stealth camping adventure over on the
He
YouTube
was like,
channel,
"Hello
Black
there."
Outdoors Show.
Hello there.
Hiya.
Hi, Mandy good?
You alright?
Alright.
Yeah.
School's out. It's 10:30 at night when an elementary school teacher in Washington is working late. The teacher is busy preparing his lesson for the next day when he spots something that gives him the creeps.
All right,
Okay, to be fair, a dark, school, at nighttime, that would be creepy anyways.
I'm just finishing up, putting up decorations for the students when they get back. I was on the smart board, setting things up. I'm taking a step back, and you guys know me. I stay late often. It's just me here and the janitor, and let me show you.
All right.
Do you see?
No, what am I supposed to be seeing? Oh! It looks like there's somebody sitting there, but there ain't nobody there but him.
I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, is that not a kid sitting right there?
A demon student.
I mean, to be fair, that could be just like a trick of shadows and light, because that happens a lot. That could just be it. It just looks like there's something sitting there. Because that screen reflection is kind of blurry.
The teacher is completely alone in the classroom, but in the reflection of a screen, someone appears to be sitting in one of the desks. Someone about the size of a small child. The teacher later tries to capture the strange reflection on camera again, but whatever that was has now disappeared. But this story gets even weirder.
Why don't
because
you
the
give the
janitor who
demon
works at
some
the school
homework
says that he
assignments and
believes
the demon
eerie
will
apparition
disappear?
is the ghost of a little girl who
Yeah, that'd make
tragically
any
passed
student
away
disappear,
in an
wouldn't it?
accident on school property.
I'm the person who does the cleaning here, and I saw the video of the teacher has. I know that's the girl who died in an accident.
Of course, there's always video that's allegedly from the
I
same
wanted to
school.
respect their privacy, but they just put a girl in the back of the ambulance. And the dad was running, and the poor mom was crying her head off.
Not like Quan Kai would have any demons or being a teacher.
So could this mysterious figure be the spirit of the little girl?
There's always conveniently somebody who died there.
Returning to class from beyond? I leave that to you to decide. A voice
No
from
disrespect meant,
beyond.
of course.
Morgan Lambert and her husband Eric are spending a casual night at
Seriously,
home in Bristol,
I
Virginia.
would love to go walk through an
Suddenly,
abandoned school
Morgan
or
hears
mansion.
something that is truly
Oh yeah, me too.
disturbing.
Stop.
I have a couple of older videos where I did go around in this one area I was living in. For some reason, there was a lot of old abandoned places, and I did film myself checking them out. If you're interested, they're kind of old, but yeah, I like doing that too. I just wish I had somebody with me so it was less creepy.
Stop. Like, there is literally no way.
I kept hearing my husband talking from upstairs when he was right there with me. He said he couldn't hear it at all, so I started
Sadly,
recording.
I never done any of this, but I wish I do.
Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. It's like a good spooky time, for the thrills.
It's like not stopping.
What does it sound like?
I'm hoping the camera gets it because I feel like I'm losing my mind.
I wish I did it at least once, lol.
I just...
Hey, the seal man.
No.
Yeah. I need to get some friends and gather some friends to do that at some point.
Wait, like, this sounds like someone's in the house?
But it sounds like you.
Honestly, though, and I say this in one of the old videos, I think it's like the first one that I did, but I'm not so much scared of like spooky ghosts or anything like that. I'm more scared of like some wild animal being in there or a squatter. That's honestly my biggest fears of those things.
Don't go up there, don't go up there, don't go up there.
Should I call it cops?
Same.
Maybe check the camera upstairs, make sure no one's here.
Are you like messing with me because...
Babe, I really don't hear anything.
Okay.
Okay, it's just Nebula upstairs. There's no one up there.
Like, I'll deal with 100 ghosts before I go up in a house and there's some meth head saying, "Hey, this is my territory, get out of here!" coming at me with like a needle or something.
LOL meth head.
Yeah, not crackhead, because around where I live, we've mostly got like meth users around here, not so much crackheads, so I say meth head.
Do you... What was it?
Jesus.
Uh-oh. Something
My God!
Oh, something fell over.
Dude,
It was under the table.
Oh.
Cats could not have done that.
It got pushed out, okay.
That's heavy. Oh my God!
Damn.
Oath. A demon haunts your home.
Yep, that'll do it.
Morgan is freaked
Yep, that'll do
out
it.
when she suddenly starts to hear a voice
Off topic though, I really love her lipstick.
that sounds like her husband Eric calling out to her from upstairs. The problem is, her husband
She
Eric
really
is
said
right
neutral
there
face.
with her in
Yep.
the same room. And if you listen closely, Morgan's phone mic actually caught the eerie voice from upstairs.
Morgan, that's not me.
Right after this, a heavy cabinet sitting in the kitchen is thrown across the floor with no explanation. After Morgan shares her video online, worried viewers believe that Morgan might be dealing with an entity known as a mimic.
Yeah.
Or perhaps even a squatter hiding in her attic.
Now, see, a
But
squatter
Morgan
would be
says that she and
creepier.
her husband checked the upstairs and the attic and found no one there. Morgan believes that she might actually be dealing with a poltergeist, because she says she's experienced paranormal events that seem to follow
That
her
demon was a
throughout
mimic.
her life. But as always,
Possibly.
I ask, what do you think is going on here? Let me know. It's cold outside, but you can keep warm in some all-new Nuke Stop 5 merch. Now, of course, we have t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs, but we also have blankets, pillows, and long sleeves. We've even got stockings and wrapping paper.
Well, why not?
It is
Anyway,
cold
shipping is free, and be
outside,
sure to order by December 10th to get delivery before Christmas. Go to nukestop5.com to shop now.
Let's see, what temperature is it
whenever
where
you
I'm
feel like
at
it.
right now?
Maybe after the video. From inside, Angela is home alone
40.
at around 10 p.m. at night when she gets a Ring security camera notification on
Oh, it's
her
40
phone.
degrees for you?
Angela
What's
is
mine?
expecting her husband to be arriving home from work, so she doesn't think much of it. But when no one comes inside, Angela is a bit concerned, so she checks the security camera footage. What she sees makes her blood run cold.
It is 68 degrees for me.
It's 72 from where I live.
Oh. So you got actually nice spring type weather, even though it's December. You live in like a warm area? Like me, I live in the deep south. Yeah, I know. But, yeah. Partly cloudy. Humidity 57%. It's like in the morning you're freezing to death, so you turn on your heaters, but then by the afternoon you're like, damn, I'm
From
sweating.
TX.
Oh, you from Texas? Oh, geez, yeah, that's definitely warm down there.
You and me both, so we have that deep south weather.
Yep. Does that not look like a little girl in a dress? Where? Where am I supposed to be looking? All I see is like lawn stuff. And a bush. I don't see anything, dude. Am I just dumb?
Behind the glass of the patio door, what looks like a young girl wearing a
I don't
dress can
see
be seen
anything.
standing
Oh, we were supposed to be looking at the glass door there. Oh, okay. I was looking over this way.
motionless before
Okay, why didn't he... I don't know, whatever. If
It
it's
was the glass window.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
disappearing into thin air. Now it should be noted here that the little girl is inside the house, looking out. Angela is absolutely terrified, and she's completely home all alone. She doesn't get any sleep for the rest of the night. 2 days later, Angela still can't explain what happened, so she tries anything she can to try to debunk what her security camera captured.
Okay, so this is the area, the door that it was like standing inside. We don't have anything or keep anything in this area because it's a walkway and it would be really awkward.
POV, how adults be looking for their packages or DoorDash deliveries.
Yep.
So when I looked at the footage, I expected...
That's me whenever I get an email that says, your package is out for delivery. I'm just smushed up against the window on my back door like, package, where package?
Expected to see a person. I didn't expect to see that though.
To this day, the creepy apparition remains a mystery. Mimi heads for higher ground. Proud
Y'all either set that up or it's just, like I said in the other video, a trick of the light and shadows.
grandmother Cindy Reed from Cleveland, Ohio is babysitting her granddaughter Nova at the family's home when things suddenly take a very creepy turn.
You're so funny.
Oh,
I
hi.
can't wait until summer gets here
Oh,
so
no.
we can go outside and play. I miss Mimi. I miss you too.
Aww.
I miss...
Oh, did you hear her go, yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to invalidate people's experiences, not at all. I'm open to the possibility of the paranormal, supernatural, but, you know, first things first, let's rule out any natural thing that could be happening. That's all I'm saying. I'm not religious. I don't do religion. I don't have any kind of, some of y'all may already know I've mentioned this before, but I still, like I said, I am open to the possibility of, things we can't explain like that.
It's you too. What? Coming. What? Who's coming?
Uh-oh, him coming.
Who?
Who him?
You see somebody back there?
Him.
Who?
Him.
Him?
Yeah.
Where's he at? Is he in our house?
Him.
Yeah.
Where? Show me.
Him.
Where's he at?
Him who?
He's right in front of you?
Yep.
Who is it?
A guy.
Who's there, mister? What are you doing
Dig
in our...
him.
Where's he at? In the dining room?
Yep.
Show me him. Go show me him. Give me your hand. Take me to him.
This him.
Take me to him. Show me.
I like that, Grandma. Huh? Hey, who's back there? Get out of our house.
This him.
Wait, let me... Show me. Is he right here?
Yep.
He's in our dining room?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our dining room, mister? What does he look like?
I bug.
He's got bug eyes?
Yeah.
What are you doing in our living room, mister? Get. You go back home.
Yeah,
That's
shoo
little-
shoo.
Go
Yeah.
back wherever you came
Yeah.
from. What's he doing? Come on, you're creeping me out. We're going upstairs.
You're
What,
creeping
I'm
me out. Let's go
confused.
You're
upstairs.
scaring me. We're going upstairs.
Okay, you're scaring Mimi. Let's go upstairs. I guess he's got like big bulging eyes or something. That's why she said bug eyes.
Yeah, you're scaring me. We're going upstairs. You are...
Little Nova says that she sees a man with, quote, bug eyes standing in the dining room. Grandma Cindy gets a
this.
bit
I'm
freaked
out.
out by the whole situation and decides that they should
Yeah,
just
exactly,
head
I'm out.
upstairs.
Come on, you're creeping me out. We're going upstairs. Come on. You're scaring me. We're going upstairs.
You're scaring Mimi. Let's go
You're
upstairs.
scaring me.
A
We're
bug-eyed
going
demon.
upstairs.
Nova's mother shared the video online and says that Grandma Cindy is
Like
very
Ashraf.
afraid of anything paranormal. She also says that baby Nova still claims that she sees a strange man that no one else can see, and he appears all around their home.
Rolling
Oh,
on
man.
the floor laughing.
The Last Passenger. Japanese explorer K from YouTube's Chicken Ball channel travels to the old coal mining village of Yubari, hidden away in the remote countryside of Japan.
Did he say chicken
Back
ball?
in
She saw
1985, a
Ashraf first
disastrous
deaden.
gas explosion in the local mine tragically claimed the lives of 62 people.
Well, now, if it was Ashra, she would have said black eyes, right? Not bug eyes.
Today, the village is nearly deserted.
Oh my god, it's that thing from, Insidious, because he had big old bulging eyes. Of course, he was also red, but yeah. Which, I have seen Insidious. That was a good movie. I have to watch the sequel, because they left on a cliffhanger. And I'm like, oh my god, what happens in the sequel?
To preserve the city's history, the local government built a museum and preserved
mean
the
the
old
Darth
railway
Maul
station,
demon?
along with
Yeah, that
passenger
Darth
trains,
Maul looking
wedge
demon.
plows,
That guy
and
was
coal
creepy.
cars. The old train is said to be extremely haunted by victims of the tragic coal mine explosion. Now it's already getting late when Explorer K arrives at the old preserved train station. His goal is to investigate whether
AKA the
any
lipstick
spirits of the
demon.
deceased are
Yeah.
left wandering the trains.
でこれ駅ですね。
This is
Yeah.
a train station from back then.
これが駅で
This was a train station
ホームだったんですね
and。platform at the time.
あ、
Oh,
開いてる。
it's open.
本当に開いてますね。
It's really open.
古い車両と
This is a very old train car.
これ扉閉め
I'll close the door. No, don't close it. You may need to make a quick
K
exit.
sets up his cameras and sits in silence as he listens for
Okay, so he did say chicken ball.
anything out of the
OMG,
ordinary.
I want to so
That's
do
when
this.
things take
Yeah.
a creepy turn.
Hello? Somebody back there? Hey. Who there? Who there?
Iron.
何この音。
Hey, yo, exactly. Are they opening a door or something? Oh.
A working demon.
Footsteps coming closer. Oh! I come in peace! Just put his hands up. I come in peace!
What you doing here, boy?
歩く音。
You just hear a mysterious voice go, "Let me see your ticket."
Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing.
The explorer hears bizarre sounds coming from the train car as something seems to get closer and closer. Freaked out by the creepy activity, Kay eventually decides to just go home. But when he uploads his footage to YouTube, he realizes that he caught something on camera that he didn't even realize.
Oh, they
His
always
eagle-eyed
do.
viewer spots something downright chilling.
戻って
I'll go back
定点カメラだ
and
け
take a look with the static camera.
一応ね検証という形でやってみようと思います。
Take a look. Oh, yeah, I already read that. Take a look with the static
定
camera.
点カメ
Okay.
ラの方で
Let's go check out with static camera.
検証しますが、まあそういう
Reminds me of the
外で
toad from Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door.
Oh, yeah? I haven't played that.
映るよう
I
な
don't think anything can be captured on
もの
camera.
はないのではないかと思います。え、
Huh?
なんか
Something.
え、 音するな。
Some kind of sound.
A.
いや、定点を
No, I want to get the
設置した
static
いと思い
camera.
ます。
Did you see it?
No.
As Kay walks through the train car, someone can be seen seated on the right
Oh!
side.
It's a foot! Look!
As Kay walks through the train,
設置したいと思います。
seated
Look,
Yo.
there's a foot!
A foot.
A foot!
on the right side. But when the explorer hears a sound and turns
Somebody
around,
got their piggies out!
there's no one there. Watching the footage back, there was also no one there when he first walked
I
through
don't
the
see a
train.
foot.
Kay
You don't see the foot?
is completely alone. So,
There's demons afoot.
just who
There's demons afoot. Yeah, see right there. You see the foot, and there's his little doggies right there, his little piggies.
or what?
Yeah, see? There's a foot right here. Oh, I'm
I see
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry. Hold on. My ass is right in the way. Hang on. Let me move. I just noticed I'm in the way. Let me move over. There I am. Okay. All right. Now can you see it? I'm sorry. I was right in the
Don't
way.
worry, buddy, it's okay.
Yeah, right here. Right here. You see the dog. You see the dog and the piggies out.
Oh, I see it full on
Is
foot.
this?
Yeah, full on
You can
foot.
watch this full exploration over on the YouTube channel, Chicken Ball Channel.
Chicken ball.
Scurry videos. So in the comments on my last video, you guys asked for more silly, scary stuff at the end of my videos. So here you go. India Sutherland says that one night her brother Harry heard strange sounds coming from up in their attic. So Harry starts recording with his phone and heads up into the attic to check it out.
What the dog doing?
Harry almost falls back down the attic steps as he beholds the frightening sight of a framed photo.
Not gonna lie, if I was already nervous that something was in my attic and I saw that, I would probably scream
Holy
too.
crap, he scared the crap out of me.
Right?
Rolling on the floor laughing.
I would have the same reaction. Oh! I'd probably have to make sure I didn't just have a heart attack.
When asked why they would have that picture in the attic in the first place, video uploader India said that her parents just liked the picture and bought it.
Oh,
Later,
okay.
they took it down and stored it in the attic, where it almost gave Harry a heart attack. This next video comes from Edinburgh, Scotland, where Paul Gilroy and his friend set out to make a scary video. But suddenly things take a not at all terrifying turn.
Oh. Went from Scream to Scary Movie in 2 seconds. I've seen that. Damn.
Finally, we have a video posted.
When you're trying to pull a scare prank, but you're a klutz.
I remember that video.
Yeah, I think I've seen it in meme compilations.
Ghostface from MK1.
By Amos the Kid. Now, Amos is an accomplished rapper and musician, but in his free time, he enjoys playing hundreds of pranks on his African dad.
Oh, he was on The Voice. Good job, guy.
POV Johnny pretends to be Ghostface.
You need to go back to... You need to go back to Nigeria. This country has finished you.
Carrot.
In this clip, Amos took a photo of him and his dad, and then photoshopped a ghost girl into it.
Oh,
Then
Lord.
he sent the picture to his dad to see how he would react. It did not go well.
Is that a demon? But why have the picture turned from the next to the attic?
I rebuke it. Jesus. We need to pray. Come upstairs. What's at the back? If you look at it carefully,
I
the ghost
rebuke
is...
it, rolling on the
Amos's
floor
dad
laughing.
immediately begins to
Rolling
freak
on
out,
the
sending
floor
back
laughing,
frantic
rolling on the floor
texts.
laughing.
Then Amos makes it even worse by telling his dad, "The ghost is looking
at you."
Yeah. I rebuke it. We are going to church this week.
We are going to
Then
church
Amos's
this week.
dad insists that his son come upstairs and they read from the Bible together to ward off the evil spirit.
We need to pray rolling on the floor laughing.
Yep.
Now, personally, I just wonder if Amos ever told his dad that this was all only a prank.
I hope so.
Yeah. The book is. Yeah, I'm going to church this week.
Good video, good video.
Love it, buddy face with tears of joy. We are going to church, Zedden.
Oh,
I
hey.
rebuke it.
I rebuke this in the name of the Lord. Okay, Brutal Moose, hang on 1 second. I have to give my cat his, medicine. Yeah, and if you don't know, my cat got an injury. We took him to the vet yesterday, and thankfully it's not a serious injury. He just had a teeny tiny little, hairline fracture in his foot, but he didn't even need a splint or anything for it. They said, it should heal fine on its own. And they just gave me some medicine for it. And yeah, I'm so thankful it turned out to just be something small. And he wasn't injured like I thought he was. I thought he had gotten hit by a car or something while we were at work, but no, the doctor said, I don't think this was a car accident. I think he probably got stuck in something and just hurt his foot trying to wrench free. So, yeah, thankful for that. But yes, I will be right back. I'm going to go give him his afternoon medicine. So, y'all behave.
Help me, step cat. I'm stuck.
No, shut up. Don't say that. Oh my god.
Rolling on the floor laughing. Are you sure you can take me to church after that, demons? Yes. I rebuke it. Smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat. Yeah, might as well. Rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. Why does this sound like something from Elden Ring? Not gonna lie. Rolling on the floor laughing. Poth, you ascend to a higher plane after finishing all your errands. Like seriously, tell me this isn't something you hear from Elden Ring. It sounds like a sad backstreet tune before you beat the villain. Zedon was never a demon. He was an angel that wanted to change the world, but the demons denied his wish, so he descended into the thing he despised. Ademin. Face with tears of joy rolling on the floor laughing. Rolling on the floor laughing.
Sounds like sad backstory tune before you beat the villain. Oh, it's some good old Skyrim music. And I guess, yeah, it could work like that. Alrighty, we are back to the video. Okay.
Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting episode.
This is Brutal Moose, if you've not heard of him.
But welcome back, buddy.
Thank you. So yeah, this is Brutal Moose, if you've not heard of him. One of the things, he does a lot of, like, he does food reviews, as you can see right here. He does, like, weird foods, or just, like, these, packaged meal things, you know, frozen meals and all. And then he also has this series where he goes to, like, thrift shops and buys up,
a foodie critic.
Yeah. For some of his videos, yeah. But he has this other thing where he'll go to a thrift shop or wherever, flea market, what, and he'll buy up old tapes, you know, the recording tapes, and just see, and and plays them just to see what's on them. And so yeah, he's pretty fun YouTuber.
Episode of Brutal Foods. I'm your host, Chef Ian Brutal Foods, often imitated, never
VHS
duplicated,
tapes.
except for when I do, you know, something like this. Today we're going to be taking a look at the banquet line of mega meals. Now, I've already done a video on some of the original banquet meals. They are a affordable frozen dinner option known for their affordability and affordativeness. But while at my local grocery, I noticed that they have put out a line of mega meals, which I'm assuming are just larger offerings than their regular meals. Let's see, I got country fried chicken bowl, I got buffalo style chicken mac and cheese bowl. How could I pass up a Salisbury steak mega meal, of course? And this is probably the weirdest thing that I got at the store. It's the mega crustless pizza, 3 meat variety. So I'm assuming it's gonna be like some type of pizza soup or something like that. It's new! And last and
Salisbury
technically
steak,
least is
face with
a
stuck out
non-mega
tongue and
meal,
winking eye.
that I picked up just because it was kind of scary. It's the backyard barbecue meal.
Yeah, I'm not a Salisbury steak person.
Now, doesn't that look like something you would like to eat? So I'm gonna taste, I'm gonna rate, I'm gonna compare, but let's waste no more time. Let's just get going already. I'll be right back. Okay, wait. I'm back. I forgot that I like to check out the box before I actually heat it up. We're gonna start with the country fried chicken mega bowls. White meat chicken patties with creamy mashed potatoes, topped with savory homestyle gravy, corn, and shredded cheese. I mean, that sounds pretty good, and the picture on the front does look quite appetizing. Almost looks like orange chicken, though, but chicken's chicken, right? We got white meat chicken, mashed potatoes plus gravy, sprinkled with corn and mozzarella cheese. And hey, proudly made in the USA since 1953. I'm not sure if they're ashamed that it was made in the USA prior to 1953. Not enough information to decode the message of this exactly, but at least we know that they are proud as of this moment.
I don't know, I don't trust these frozen meals anymore. It's not real meat, it's always that. As another food review YouTuber that I watch, The Wolf Pit, as he calls it, the formed meat slurry, where it's not like just a solid piece of meat. It's like that mashed up, weird, ground up, patty.
Like the fabled pink slime.
Well, maybe not the pink slime, but it might as well be. Damn, dude, he going ham on that box.
So this here is the country fried chicken bowl.
Pink sauce.
Honestly doesn't look too bad. You got your corn, you got...
Hey, now, the pink sauce was actually good. That woman was batshit crazy, but at least it was good. And I'm so sad that they discontinued it. I've got, like, the last bottle I could find in my fridge right now, but nobody's selling it anymore, and that kind of makes me sad. Because despite all the controversy, that shit was actually good. It's probably because it was being made by a professional manufacturing company.
She was off her rocker.
Yes, she was. She kind of drove her product into the ground herself. But yeah. Only the store-bought version was good. Like I said, it was being made professionally instead of her in her garage shipping it off improperly packaged so that it shows up spoiled to your house.
You got your cheese, you got your
Turns out when the shit's made properly and packaged and sold properly, it's actually good.
I was going to say that's rice down there, but that's not. That's mashed potato. Not a whole lot to say about it. It honestly looks pretty good, and it does look a little nicer than what I've come to expect from banquets. So maybe
they look like chicken nuggets.
Mega in that way as well. Now here's the thing. If I cook this in the microwave, people are going to be upset that I didn't put it in the oven. If I put it in the oven, people are going to be upset that I didn't put it in the microwave. I'm just going to say right now, I'm going to microwave these meals because it's faster and easier, and honestly, that's why you buy this stuff in the
first place,
With the chicken
right? strips.
Okay, let's go cook it. Come along with me.
The chicken strips are... Sick editing,
Microwave
dude.
on high for 4 minutes. Gently stir potatoes and replace film. Microwave.
I thought he was gonna say, and if I put it in the oven, people are gonna be mad that I didn't put it in the air fryer.
For an additional 2 to 3.5 minutes. Check the food is cooked thoroughly. Careful, it's hot. Oh boy, it smells pretty good. It's
Sorry, my avatar kind of tweaked
I was
out.
kind of impressed taking a look at it when I had to stir it. It honestly looks and smells pretty good. Let's pull the film back here.
Yeah, so does oatmeal, but I hate oatmeal. I ain't gonna eat it.
here. Ooh.
It smells
The chicken
divine, but
is
I don't
gonna
like
be
it.
Smushy. Like there's no way around it. That's some smushy looking chicken. But I mean, you got corn, you got taters, you got some cheese in there. Oh, it smells pretty good. Let's see for a second how much I paid for this as it cools off a little bit.
What, that I don't like oatmeal? Yeah, I'm not an oatmeal fan. And it actually pisses me off because it smells delicious, but no, I don't like it.
Yes.
Before I take a bite. This
Yeah,
meal was
sorry, I'm not an
$4.49,
oatmeal
though I
fan.
did save 50 cents by being a Safeway
I'll
member,
happily make
so
you some
thank
oatmeal.
you very much, Safeway.
But I won't
And
eat it
honestly,
myself.
All things considered, that's a pretty good price for an individual instant meal. Now, will it have a pretty good taste? Let's find out. Just gonna take it easy first with some mashed potatoes, some corn and cheese.
Just don't call me oatmeal cookie, lol.
With some real ass corn, but it sort of tastes like some
Fair enough.
taters. It's pretty good. I don't hate it. I really like the gravy, actually. Corn's got a nice pop to it. Let's check out the chicken here. The squishy chicken. Is that
Yeah, that's the part that I'm worried about the most, is the chicken part.
that chicken or is that just breading? That one might just be breading. Let's go for a different chicken here. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that just look appetizing, like something you want to put your mouth all over?
No.
It's drippy.
Yeah, about what I expected.
I wish I could have cooked the chicken separately. It's just so mushy. The underside of the breading is like a sponge, and it soaks up all that gravy. And I don't like that. I like it to be separate, which I understand, I admit, is too high of an expectation for a bowl meal. That's kind of against the whole point. I don't even really feel like I can taste the chicken. Like, I just taste the breading, which isn't terrible, but I feel like I should be able to tell that there's chicken in there, right?
He put a plop when that cheese dripped down. Yeah, it reminds me of when I bought the little frozen meal of boneless buffalo chicken wings.
So it's like all breading, but no meat.
Yeah, basically. Like I said, the ones I bought were mostly breading, very little meat. Disappointment.
It's just so mushy. Like, look at the underside. That's the top. That's the bottom. Just so smushy, mushy. Nah. I will say, the taste is not terrible, and it's heating me up on a nice, cool fall morning. I don't know what time it is. Now, there we go. That was a pretty sizable chunk of chicken. That wasn't too bad. You know? That's pretty tasty. It's got little specks of green in here. I'm not totally sure what that is, but
give me a
I'm sure
Pepsi
it's,
to down
healthy,
it.
Right?
Yeah, I'm drinking a Pepsi right now.
Not
I got
too
those.
shabby.
I got those little mini cans.
I think I would like this a lot more if the ingredients were separate and it wasn't a bowl, but I did buy it as a bowl, so I understand that maybe I shouldn't complain too much about it.
Yeah.
You get some pretty good stretch on the cheese there, too. Do another
Back
chicken
now,
here.
got myself food.
Oh.
Oh, well, speaking of food, we're reviewing food. You can eat along.
It's so hot. It's so hot, but I feel like I can't wait to eat it, or it's just going to get more and more mushy. I honestly think even though the chicken is a bit of a disappointment, the biggest disappointment are the mashed potatoes. I really love mashed potatoes, but
I don't.
These are like too creamy.
He came from the
At some point
chaos
when you're
realm
making
with
mashed
his
potatoes,
food.
You go from creamy into like liquid. And I think these are at the point where it's just too smooth. Like I want like a chunk of potato in there somewhere. A little tiny. Doesn't have to be big, but it's too smooth of a potato.
Really? I thought mashed potatoes are supposed to be smooth and creamy.
It's like this.
He wants lumpy
This
mashed
I'm
potatoes.
Not too crazy about. It's just kind of like soft and drippy.
Ew.
You know, some of those chicken pieces are pretty big. Some are just the breading, or the chicken slice is just way too thin. But some of those are pretty sizable chunks of chicken, and I don't feel cheated about it. All in all, I'm pretty impressed. It's not too bad, pretty good. Again, normally I associate the banquet line with cheapness, but maybe mega also means that they put a little more
effort,
production quality behind it. Maybe there's some more money in the ingredients instead of just the cheapest thing they could do. It's also got 16G of protein, which, I mean, I'm feeling stronger having eaten it already. I bet if this is all I ate, I'd get just naturally really buff. Well, you know, more buff than I already am. Now, some might say that if I cooked this in the oven, the chicken would have been...
Yeah, but if you get your protein, you gotta go work it out so it will turn into muscle. Because if you eat protein and you don't you don't work out, that protein's gonna turn into fat.
less smushy, but I'm not really...
Not a nutrition or exercise expert, though, so take my word. Yeah.
really sure that's true, because it would still be festering in the mashed potatoes as it warmed up. So I don't think you can avoid the smushy chicken, unless you were maybe to take it out and heat it up separately, but that's kind of insane. Now, a little problem, I did not come up with a rating system for this video just yet, so I'm going to give the Banquet Country Fried Chicken Mega Bowl
Smushy chicken.
a green. And we're just gonna find out what that means a little bit later, I suppose. On to the next one. Oh, I just feel like I'm at a fancy banquet hall because I'm about to eat the Banquet Mega Bowl buffalo-style chicken mac and cheese.
Now, see, that sounds good on paper. Let's hope it actually comes out good. If he's gonna go with colors, I'd say green for good, yellow for sight, and then red for yuck.
Is that fancy? I just figured let's go ahead and get the other bowl out of the way while we're already at it. This is the Banquet Mega Bowls buffalo-style chicken mac and cheese, buffalo-style seasoned chicken breast, and shredded mozzarella on top of macaroni and spicy cheddar cheese sauce. Some pros and cons here. I like mashed potatoes more than I like mac and cheese. I'm really not a very big mac and cheese fan altogether. However, the fact that this is not breaded chicken, at least it doesn't look like it, that could be a positive. What is buffalo-style seasoned chicken breast? That doesn't mean that it's crusty, right? Just means that it's like a baked chicken breast with buffalo spices? I'm a spooming? Meals made mega.
The chicken strips?
Buffalo seasoned chicken breast, spicy cheddar mac and cheese, topped with shredded mozzarella. Once again, this is proudly made in the USA as of 1953, but shockingly, no mention of their history before 1953. I wonder what nefarious dealings took place back then.
Yeah, we got it, boys. We've got the mac and cheese with the chicken strips.
In case you're wondering,
Buffalo
this
style
meal has 1,510 mugs of sodium. So that's nice. Well, that looks like some mac and cheese. Honestly, I kind of feel like the chicken has a fish quality to it. It looks a little salmon-y, but I do think it's not supposed to be
all
breaded.
that sodium,
I think it's just
my
supposed to be
God.
spiced.
All that sodium. Yeah, you gotta be careful with these prepackaged meals like that. They're probably gonna have a shit ton of sodium in them.
Be an improvement for a bowl meal. More like a bowel meal, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Lord. Yes,
okay.
We get it.
All right, well, let's get cooking, good looking. I'm sorry, I take that back. I don't know anything about how you look. You could be super fugly for all I know.
I've seen prettier food at the jail I work at.
Like super hot.
Oh, damn.
Or whatever.
Just like Mom used to make. If Mom were a prison cook.
Oh, I'm gonna need this. Okay, all right. Well, I gotta say I'm not as enthused. Don't look here. With the
Too late. Already did.
Of this one. I think it's partially because I'm not super into mac and cheese, but also it's not just mac and cheese. It's just kind of like a cheap mac and cheese. Like I'm just kind of expecting a watery, nasty disaster.
Ew.
When I was stirring it in between heating sessions, it smelled mostly like a buffalo sauce, which for me is not something I really want mixed with the mac and cheese. So right off the bat, not a good start.
Like Velveeta.
Chicken also looks...
no, Velveeta's actually good.
Sad. This stuff does not inspire confidence. Also of note, the ratio of chicken to mac and cheese. There's a lot less chicken than I was expecting. You're mainly going to be eating noodles.
Yeah.
If you get this one. And look
Needs
at
more.
that watery
Needs more
cheese,
meat.
man. You can see it's very hot. It's fogging up my camera here, so that's nice. Well, I'm just not too stoked about this, but let's start with the noodles. Or the nudes.
Oh my god, I'm so afraid that those things are going to be all mushy. I need my pasta to be al dente, pleasantly chewy. If it's overcooked even a little bit, I can't eat it.
As it were. It's like a flavorless Kraft mac and cheese with the slightest kick of heat at the tail end. Well, I don't like that.
Doesn't sound very
like
pleasant.
It. Try a chicken here. See how the chicken is. I don't like that either. I will say that the chicken, texture-wise, feels more like a real chicken than the previous bowl.
Well, that's good at least.
I don't know, it's got kind of a funky taste to it.
Ew. Oh no.
I guess it's a little bit better together, but honestly kind of flavorless. It's just kind of like hot and slippery. I can't even really taste the chicken anymore. Hold on, I need some water. Let me get some water. So, it's not hot. It doesn't taste of cheese.
Yeah, because buffalo sauce is supposed to be kind of spicy.
And the little taste that the chicken does have...
And mac and cheese is supposed to be cheesy.
I was beginning to think that maybe I was too nice to the first bowl. I mean, I kind of like that one a decent amount. But
give it a
had
red.
Way more flavor.
Yeah, give it a red.
Much like nothing. Not only does it taste like nothing, but again, you're largely just eating
but
mac
good
and cheese.
news,
Here.
I
There's
forgot
really
to
not that
mention
much
I
chicken
bought
in
all
there.
of the Christmas
And the
skins in
mac and cheese is
MK1
the most
including the
nothing of it
Christmas
all.
cameos.
Nice,
This
nice.
one's just kind of sad. No. Flavorless. I don't like it. It's dystopian to eat this food that has a strong smell, nice, hot, warm, and has almost everything you want. But when you don't taste anything, it's
Even
just
for the
fucking
demons.
strange. I'd almost rather it taste terrible than taste like nothing. Ugh. Ugh. 100% There was mozzarella in this? I mean, even the last one, you got some good, like, cheese string.
Yeah.
This is just nothing. It's water. It's yellow water. Piss cheese.
It's piss
Not
cheese.
Good, very disgusting.
Serena is the
Cannot
only
recommend.
demons with a Christmas skin.
I don't know
really?
how much I paid for it, but I can't recommend it at any price point. This also was $4.49 with 50 cents off.
Oh.
Even at $4, I think it's overpriced. Just get a Kraft macaroni and cheese, man. Not good. Not very good. Can't recommend. I gotta give this one a brown.
A
We can all
brown.
agree that that's a pretty fair rating. I actually can't eat any more of this. Really, just go get a higher quality mac and cheese. I'm not even a mac and cheese fan.
Like both Frost
but
and
I would
Serena got
forego
skins.
the chicken if it
Brown
meant
makes
a higher
sense.
quality mac and cheese.
Yeah,
Not good.
I was gonna say I think brown might be worse than red because that means it's poop. It's poo poo.
Okay, so before we get to the two freakiest options that I'm kind of avoiding now after that last one, let's go with something trustworthy, like the Mega Meals Salisbury steak. I have not had a Salisbury steak since last I ate one for this show, but I've always been a pretty big fan. They're like a hamburger shaped into like a steak shape. And there's sauce or gravy put on there.
Yeah, gravy.
That's hard to mess up. And it's usually pretty
But
good.
with Frost
Now, I'm
being
under
my
the
main
impression that
cameo,
the
I
only
just have to
reason
get it for
this
her.
one is considered mega
Understandable.
is because of the mega portion. There are 3 Salisbury steaks made with chicken, pork, and beef. Wonder what the ratios are of each of those. With home-style gravy and mashed potatoes. Hopefully
Mashed
what you see is what you
potatoes.
get. That looks pretty tasty to me. A few hunks of meat and some taters. I guess I should lower my expectation for the mashed potatoes.
And
they
I
weren't very
even
good
main
that
her
one
in
bowl.
MK11.
Creamy mashed potatoes, 3 large.
You know, I think you have to be probably one of the very few that actually likes Frost. But more power to you, buddy.
Salisbury steak patties and homestyle gravy. Is it funny if I make
Gravy.
a joke about how I'm not sure what this company was up to in 1952? Because I could do that. Here we go. Made in the USA since 1953. What, were they made in China in 1952? Kind of got
Is
me
it
wondering,
bad that
like,
I love
what is a
Frostface with tears of joy?
Is Salisbury
Nah,
the
nah.
place
You
where
you
this
give her
steak was
all the
invented?
love you
Did a Mr.
have.
Joe
Go for it.
Salisbury invent the Salisbury steak? Oh boy, it looks kind of weird. Have I ever had a banquet frozen dinner in a white package? For some reason, that rings is really odd to me. Honestly, I feel like it's not even a really good look from like a business perspective. I feel like when the plate is
We'll do
black,
smiling
it almost
face.
gives the illusion that there's more food in there. With a nice bright white plate, I can look in there and be like, well, that's really not a
I
bunch of
heard
gravy,
the hungry
is it?
man's
Like maybe they
Salisbury
skimped on the mashed
steak was
potatoes
good according
too?
to
I don't
him.
know. Well, there you go. 3
Oh,
frozen
yeah.
hunks of meat.
I think he did give it a good
Ready
rating.
to be heat and eat. Toot sweet. I'll
Toot
be right
sweet.
back. Don't look at my crotch. Okay, well, I'm not very happy about how that cooking procedure went. Not only did it smell
He's like kicking himself in the back of the head.
odd, but
My cat was very curious about the microwave smells from the meat.
it kind of looked odd too. Like I said, I haven't had a Salisbury steak meal since last I did for the show, but it did not smell or look exactly how I expected. Strangely enough, I smell the potatoes more than anything. Although they do look extremely sad, they have the strongest fragrance. And they smell mostly like a potato would smell.
Well,
Here's how
that's
the
good, I
patties
guess.
Look. They just don't look as good as I expected them to. I don't know if it's that the grill marks are crazy deep or what, but something about it just doesn't look right to me.
It doesn't
You have
look
3 Salisbury
appetizing at all.
steaks, which is way more than one man should eat in a sitting. I'm assuming this is something you would generally split between multiple family members if you're on a pretty tight budget. Yeah, so this is the same price as the previous 2 meals, $4.49 minus 50 cents with my Safeway membership, coming out to about $3.99. So yeah, I do think that the highlight here is really the portion size, so I'm gonna try and lower my expectations when it comes to the taste. I wish I could describe the difference in smell, but as I sit here and think about it, I'm not sure how I would describe the different smells of meat. Chicken smells like chicken, beef smells like chicken, pork, I guess smells like chicken. It ends up smelling more like the chicken. This one smells like a cheap meatball in a cheap gravy, which I assume is essentially chicken.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, man.
The word I would use is gelatinous.
Oh!
It's weird, man. It's really weird. It's like thicker than I would expect it to be, but it's almost like fluffy, like somehow they puffed the meat up with something. I don't know. I don't know really how to say what I'm experiencing here. Oh. Oh, that's really bad.
Oh,
That is
man.
awful. Imagine the worst cafeteria meatloaf you've ever had, and then now imagine it being refrigerated and reheated, brought back to life. That's what I'm getting here. It's way bad.
You can barely cut the shit. You need a knife.
It really is just like the worst meatloaf I've ever had. That is awful. Let's try. Look at these potatoes. Before I eat them, I have to make you look at these potatoes. Are these not?
I know you can't really tell from my avatar because it can't exactly make my exact faces, but if you could see my face right now, I'm making such a disgusted face.
The saddest potatoes you ever did see? If I showed you this picture without context, what would you think this is?
It kind of looked... Yeah, I would think it was like overcooked grits. That's kind of what it looks like to me.
Soap water?
I thought this
Maybe the
was a shot of
landscape
another
some
planet.
far-out alien planet?
Oh, and he just said it too, a far-out alien planet.
Maybe some type of sponge? Oh boy. Runny, drippy, gooey. Just how I love my taters. That's straight up disgusting, dude. That is... I can't believe they're serving this to people. A lot of times when I do these frozen food reviews and I don't like
Looks
something,
like a
I'll
runny
get
nose.
comments about
Ew.
how I'm disparaging people with less money and how you have to eat these things if you're on a budget. And I sympathize with that. I think you should be getting better quality food than this.
Yes.
I understand needing to buy this in certain situations. I just think they should be serving you higher quality food. I'm on your side. No. It doesn't even taste like a potato. What is that supposed to be? No.
That's pretty bad when I've gotten better tasting meal foods from like Dollar Tree.
No. Honestly,
Just
I'm
no.
just sad now. I was having a lot of fun before, and now I'm just really depressed.
Damn.
Let's just get some of both. Maybe it's better together.
It looks even sadder
Absolutely.
together.
I actually came in here with this funny idea, like, oh, wouldn't it be hilarious if I ate all 3 Salisbury steaks? Because I like Salisbury steaks so much, it's kind of a little joke. I'm not even gonna finish one of the patties. It's terrible. It's absolutely awful. The only thing
Damn.
mega about this meal is my negative feelings towards it. The only mega in this meal is that it's mega disgusting. The only
Yeah,
thing
there you
mega
go.
about this meal is that it makes me want to mega kill myself. Absolutely disgusting, cannot recommend, would never eat again. I'm gonna give this meal a rating of, what's the grossest color in the world? I'll rate it whatever that is. Okay, Google's telling me that Pantone 448C, also known as opaque coochie, is the world's ugliest color. So
I don't think it's coochie. It's probably like couche, I don't know. Coochie.
I give this meal a rating of opaque
What
coochie.
did he say?
Doesn't really seem appropriate.
What did he
but
say?
Who am I to argue with science? Okay, well,
It looks like a diseased coochie.
well, surely this is going to be a little bit better than the steak, huh? This is the Banquet Mega Crustless Pizza 3-meat version. I almost picked up the pepperoni version of this, but I figured that might not be enough meat. If it's just like a pizza soup, I might want the other meats. This product's existence baffles me. I'm not sure why you would want a crustless pizza, but there must be something that I'm missing, right?
It's kind of giving me flashbacks to that Guy Fieri pizza lasagna.
Perhaps a gluten allergy, maybe an avoidance of carbs or something. Just doesn't seem like if you're trying to eat healthy, you're gonna buy a banquet meal. Just seems a little counterintuitive to me. All
Yeah.
the toppings without the crusts. Oh, they give us some reasons right here as to why you might want to buy it. No mess. Enjoy where and how you want it. You know, that pizza, always so messy. I'm always saying pizza's just way too messy. I can't enjoy it. No crust. Lots of cheese, sauce, and toppings. Meaty toppings with beef, sausage, and pepperoni. Okay, well that didn't actually tell me anything very valuable, honestly. These boxes are boring, Banquet. You're not giving me anything to go on. What am I supposed to do? What jokes am I supposed to make?
So it's not really a pizza if there's absolutely no bread, no crust. You're kind of just eating meat, sauce, and cheese soup.
3 meat, more like PP.
It's just a lasagna.
Yeah, it's more like a lasagna than a pizza.
Oh wow, it's a fucking pile of cheese. Awesome. It is literally just a pile of cheese with some toppings. Is there even sauce in here? There's no sauce? Well, hold on, no, it does say that there's pizza sauce in here, but I don't see it. You see any sauce in there? Or do you just see tomatoes and meats and cheese? It's just bizarre, dude.
I
This
see
is
maybe like a
very
thin
strange.
layer at the bottom.
Let's go heat
maybe.
it up and then we can eat it up. Huh? Dude. What the fuck? Oh my god, this smelled awful as I was heating it up. It smells kind of like pizza sauce. Smells kind of like wet dog. You guys know the age-old adage, people fear what they don't understand. Well, I don't understand this.
Oh, there's the sauce. We found the sauce. It emerged.
And I am terrified. I think the prevailing scent, other than the wet dog, is the pepperoni. And I'm not really a big fan of these like pepperoni chunks. I think the only context that I'm really okay with them.
That looks like
are,
something that belongs
like
in
a pizza
Fallout
roll.
4.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna eat it. I mean, what am I gonna say about it? It's fucking cheese and sauce. One thing that might be worth noting is that
But you know what? In Fallout, I would rather eat this than bugs.
am lactose intolerant, so. Is
Damn.
this the cheese stretch that I was to expect? This is not the cheese stretch that was on the box. This is just an entire 1/2 chunk of cheese.
Yeah, it's just mostly.
Get off. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit of the stuff. I got cheese. I got a sausage. I think. I mean, that's not terrible. It tastes better than the Salisbury steak, that's for sure. How am I supposed to eat this?
It's got that going for it.
I mean, I guess it's okay. I know I was whining and bitching a few seconds ago, but I guess it tastes okay. It tastes better than the Salisbury steak. It tastes better than the mac and cheese. It is kind of like just the insides of a pizza roll. It's not terrible for what it is. I mean, if you would like to eat a pizza soup that just has cheese, sauce, and some sausage, I guess this is a good option. It's flavorful at least. I feel like some of these haven't tasted like much, but it does remind me of pizza. I feel like I'm mostly eating sausage. I don't think that's a bad thing because the sausage is honestly pretty good. Can't really taste the pepperoni. I can kind of taste the cheese, but it's mostly pizza sauce and sausage. It's a little runny. Maybe I should have gotten a spoon for this, but I don't know how much of this I can take, honestly. That's weird. It's just like I'm eating wet sausage, dude. I can't say that it's bad. I can say that it smelled bad while cooking, but now that that's in the rear view,
Railroad ration 40 HP 12 rats.
I can say that I am not the target demographic. I don't want a crustless pizza. I like the crust. Okay, here's my hypothetical situation for why one might purchase this pizza soup. So you have two kids. One of them has a gluten intolerance. The other one is normal. Normal Dave over here really likes
normal
frozen pizza, and then little Gluty over here,
little Gluty,
but still wants to be included in the frozen pizza parade. This would be perfect. You get the frozen pizza experience without the bread. All that said, I feel like it'd be cheaper just to buy some pizza sauce, sausage, and cheese and melt it together, and it would probably be tastier. How much did I pay for this? Holy moly, this was $5.49 with no members savings applied. By far and away, So this was by far and away the most expensive frozen meal that I am taste testing today, even though it feels like it has the least amount of substance. Is it because of the amount of cheese they used? They had to use a lot of real cheese and real ingredients for this, so it has to be more expensive. Maybe that's why? But I guess I will say that if you are interested in a frozen, microwavable pizza soup,
take that 5.49 abomination
might
back.
be your only option as far as I know, but it is an option. It's not
yeah,
bad.
I could make that
It's
shit
a little
myself.
Confusing. So I don't know. What's the most confusing color out there? Blue? I'll give it a blue. I do not feel like I'm at a fancy banquet, okay? I feel like I'm eating out of the bottom of a dumpster, and not in a fun way. Last one. Last one. This is the banquet backyard barbecue meal. I will be completely honest and say that I did in fact purchase this because it made me think of a McRib sandwich.
Thank you.
Never had a McRib sandwich, but it did remind me of how they look. So I wanted to give it a shot.
Honestly, don't know what all the fuss. I mean, I've never had one, but I never really understood the fuss around the McRib sandwich. Because look at that thing. Look at this thing. Why would I want to put that in my mouth?
Shot. I suppose it's worth noting that this is not a mega meal. I don't really know why.
I tried it once.
Sure what
it was okay.
a mega meal.
Oh, I guess okay is
simply
fine.
banquet.
Because honestly, like, fast food isn't supposed to be gourmet. It's just supposed to be some cheap crap to shove in your mouth on the road, you know?
Meal, mesquite barbecue sauce over rib
Overrated
patty
IMO,
made with
but
pork
then
and
again I
chicken,
don't eat
with
McDonald's.
creamy mashed potatoes and
Fair enough.
sweet corn. Well, we've already had the corn, we've already had the taters, so the biggest question mark of this meal is going to be
Just finished my food.
mashed potatoes
Well, I hope it was better than what he's having to eat.
made with real cream. Now, is it made with real potato?
How was
That
your
I'm not
chaos
so
meal,
sure about.
Zedden?
Banquet invites you to pull up a chair and enjoy classic, made-in-America comfort food. Like you, we believe in quality and good, honest value and trust you'll taste it in our rib-style patty smothered in mesquite barbecue sauce and served with creamy mashed potatoes and sweet corn. Now that seems reassuring. Isn't it nice to have a little blurb on the back to tell you why you should care about your food? It's so hard to care about food nowadays.
Harvey
What, I have
didn't
to
make
eat it
my food
to keep
rolling on the
doing
floor
things?
laughing, but it was
But
good.
what if I don't want to do anything?
Good.
Oh. Even
Yeah.
though this is about what I expected, I am still somewhat horrified. You've got a
Yeah.
strange shaped patty here. I guess it's supposed to look like ribs.
Yeah.
Just look.
Yeah, that's the point of those lumps there. It's supposed to imitate the bone in a strip of ribs.
It's weird. They're famous mashed potatoes that I've been enjoying today. And of course, corn, the best part of any of these meals. You can't go wrong with corn. All right, away I go. When I return, I hope you're ready for a backyard barbecue. Babukwa. Backyard babukwa. We're going to have a backyard babukwa. Okay, well, it sure smells sweet. Maybe a little bit sweeter than I would like for a barbecue sauce, but it still smells pretty barbecue-y. I really gotta admit though, my confidence in their hunks of meat is drastically lower now that I've had the Salisbury steak, because I really did not like that, even a little bit. Yum, yum. Oh boy, I'm so excited. Oh, golly gee. The smell does remind me of like a
I'm
pulled
afraid
pork
of the
sandwich,
outcome.
one of my favorite
me too.
barbecue offerings, but it does not look like a pulled pork sandwich. It looks like a brick or like a piece of a tire, like a textured tire or something like that.
It's
The
probably
bottom of an Asian sandal, perhaps.
Yeah.
The mashed potatoes still resemble some sort of alien landscape. And then you got corn.
Was that a spaghetti
That's
burger?
corn. Still holding down the fort, that corn. Now, I'm assuming nobody watching this video is planning on doing this, but I must say, partaking in a banquet of banquet meals is almost always a bad idea. I do not feel very good. I do not feel as though I'm getting the nutrition that my body so desires.
Nope.
Where's
All
my
you're getting is
fork?
sodium.
Well, it's very firm. I guess that's a good thing. Do I want it more or less firm than the Salisbury steak? I'm not sure. Nice slimy chunk there.
Oh.
Once again, there's just not much flavor. I find it so shocking that these meals can smell so nice when they come out of the microwave, but retain absolutely no flavor. I get a little bit of sweetness from the sauce, but the meat itself doesn't taste like anything. Texture-wise, it's more firm than the Salisbury steak, which I do appreciate, much less gelatinous, but I don't know, it's maybe too firm? Like, it's really dense?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know, man. Less gelatinous, more rubbery.
What would Mexican Harvick from the Pandaverse thinks of this
When I said it
food?
looks like a tire,
Oh my
it is
gosh.
making me think of maybe like a cooked tire, so that's good. You know, like doctors are always telling me, man, you gotta be eating more rubbery, tire-like foods. That's the secret to a long, healthy life. Oh, I don't like it. I think mainly what I don't like is the sauce. It doesn't really remind me of barbecue. It is a sweet sauce, but I just think I'd rather eat it in a gravy. I feel like I get more flavor out of the gravy, and it's easier to mistake that flavor as meat flavor, which is nice. This is just kind of like a hard chunk of nothing in a sweet sauce. I really wish I could let you cut through the meat, because it's way more firm than you would think. It's extremely firm and rubbery.
Well, at least it was easier to cut through than that Salisbury steak was.
There's just something not right about it, man. It's definitely the meat. I just wish the meat had some more taste or flavor to it. It's like Hank Hill always said, taste the meat, not the sweet. I taste no meat, I taste only sweet. Do I have to eat the sides? I mean, I'll eat the sides. Fucking fine. I don't feel good at all. My body is rejecting the meals that I've given to it today. You know, it's the same kind of nasty potatoes.
Ugh.
Sweet meat.
Actually thought I might lose it there for a second. Nasty potatoes, a little more firm than some of the other meals, which is a plus. But the taste is still a huge minus. Oh my god, the corn. Doesn't even really taste like good corn, honestly, but...
Oh, wow.
Save me, dude. Well, that was about the worst backyard barbecue I've ever been to. And let me tell you, I've been to none. This, like, mushy patty thing, I'm just not into, dude. It's just not good. One excuse that you can make, oh, fucking great.
Oh, no!
Good. Barbecue sauce on the camera. That's exactly what I want.
Oh,
what I was
man.
going to say is that the only excuse you can really make for this meal is that I'm pretty sure it is the cheapest one. Significantly so. Comes in at about $2.50. Now, maybe this is...
Oh, did you miss it?
I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna play it back.
Patty thing, I'm just not into, dude. It's just not good. One
I
excuse
heard
that you
you
can
saying,
make,
oh
oh,
no.
fucking great.
That happened.
Good. Barbecue sauce on the camera. That's exactly what I want. Now, what I was going to say...
Yeah, he accidentally knocked his little camera into the sauce.
is that the only
Oh,
excuse
shoot.
you can really make for this meal is that I'm pretty sure it is the cheapest one.
But that was fun to
Significantly
clean.
so. Comes in at about $2.50. Now, maybe this is like the McRib. Maybe it is. The McRib
yawn.
looks disgusting. It has a reputation of being liked even though it is disgusting. So maybe there is a draw to this. But as for me, no, absolutely not. Never again will I eat this. Absolutely not. I'm going to give this meal a rating of
Whole lot of yawning.
blood red
Hoo.
because it makes me want to be violent. Well, there you have it, everybody.
Red because it makes me violent. Yeah, I know. I'm always tired. I also kind of had a rough sleep last night.
That was my review of these 5 banquet meals, 4 of them of the mega variety. I guess I would say that my favorite of the 5 was the country fried chicken bowl, but I can't say that I'll be getting it again either way. As for the rest of them, I don't even know that I could rank them best to worst. They're all pretty bad. Salisbury steak might be the worst, but for the rest of the rankings, just refer to the ratings that I gave them. I feel like that's pretty clear, and I don't need to go into specifics.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a big fan of banquet meals, let me know what your favorite is and why I'm wrong about these surely delicious meals that I was just super mean to. But for now, I must journey on and eat something that is not this. Thanks as always for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoyed your time here with me as well. Because despite my suffering, I always enjoy my time with you guys.
Aww.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must be on my way.
I love his editing. Yay! Brutal Moose Broadcast System.
Asterisk clap asterisk.
Yeah. So yeah, that was Brutal Moose with his brutal foods. Bro's gonna have to.
Nice.
Bro's gonna have to go detox all that sodium out of his system. Oh, we all know Meat Canyon, right? I watch his Papa Meat channel. Can you hear the kittens in the background?
Oh no.
But he did a review of different
Yup, I hear them kitties.
Yep. But Papa Meat there did a review of some, the frozen dinner meals and all, and he kept making comments about how he was starting to feel sick from all the sodium. Alright. What's next? Uh-oh, I don't know if I can play that one. Because it says graphic content and I don't want to get flagged. Damn, some of these are so long. Excuse me while I look at my list and see what else we can watch.
Take your time.
I don't know. Let's I guess we can check that out, and then I'll see if I get flagged for it, and if so, lesson learned.
We should watch that book Introvert 88 channel. He uploaded some good fights yesterday.
Alright, you know what? We'll check you out real quick. Is it just BLK Introvert?
I didn't know you have a channel. Yes.
Is that you? Yep, because I recognize the art. Oh my goodness, you have us as your header.
This battle is about to explode.
Ooh, that was a little loud. I love the partiers in the background on the beach. And these two guys right here are just chilling and watching and making comments.
Yeah, he. Panda Man Cards Against Humanity. I know you already seen it, but that video was just too freaking funny.
Just hold on. Now this dude right here is just like spazzing.
Live and let die.
He tweaked out, lol.
Nice. Nice. Now, is that original music, or did you put that music in? Oh. Oh, I think my mom came home. Give me 1 second.
Custom music is in the description. Hoo hoo. But yes, Zed and I had that channel for over a decade now. Just under the radar. Oh shoot, under a decade, that's so awesome. Have any of you seen the Cards Against Humanity video from Panda, just out of curiosity? Since 2010 if I'm not mistaken. Panda Man. Oh shoot, 2010. The good old days of YouTube.
Hi, I'm back. Oh, and you said that was music that you put in? Okay. Nice. Why is my avatar not?
Welcome back, my friend.
Hang on, I gotta fix my avatar. There we go. All right.
Yes. Next video.
Oh, that one.
Okay, so tell us how the game works again.
Whoever recently took a shit is the card czar.
Excuse me?
What kind of selection is
La.
that? I took a shit 3 horas antes.
I call dibs!
And how recently did you shit?
About 5 minutes ago. Pinche gordo, stop eating at the taqueria! You son of a bitch!
Well, we now know that clearly Kung Lao goes first.
Oh, because he called him a fatty.
Are we going clockwise or counterclockwise then?
I'm thinking clockwise.
Yeah, let's do clockwise, just because it makes sense.
Alrighty then.
Let's do it! How do I play though?
Well, first off, everyone draw 10 white cards.
What next?
Kung Lao will have to draw 1 black card, and he must read the prompt from the card.
Meowing kitties.
This one says new at TGI Fridays. It's what
Yes.
you've been waiting for. The blank burger.
Now the rest of us will place down a card that we think is the most fitting or the funniest to answer the prompt.
Got
Okay, that makes sense.
Esto va a estar bueno.
This
I
one's
got a
gonna be
fucked
good.
up one here.
Why did one of my cards say popping
Don't
that?
read out your card.
Oh, my pardon.
Popping that what now?
Popping the what now?
Played this game before. Don't spoil it.
I don't know what this one means, but it sounds vulgar, so I'm placing it down.
I guess that's everyone.
Looks like it.
All right. Now Kung Lao will read the black card again, but he has to fill out the blank with the white
There.
card. He'll do
Nice.
that for every white card, and then he'll
Scooched over a little bit so you can see Raiden.
judge which is the funniest.
Oh my god,
or the
Avatar,
most
stop
fitting.
freaking out.
All right, easy enough.
I bet you feel bad when Raiden has to hear
what
all
you've
the
been
bad
waiting
words.
The A little stupid ass bitch burger.
Well, that's
Straight to the point.
Shinnok was a little bitch, though, so I'd give that burger to him.
Oh,
That one. Next card. New at TGI Fridays. It's what you've been waiting for. The racial profiling burger?
By the elder.
Damn, dude! You're gonna get canceled for that one.
What do you mean? It's not my card.
Just read the next white card.
Fine. New at TGI Fridays. It's what you've been waiting for. The big old floppy titties burger. Not gonna lie, I'd like that one.
Really, Johnny?
You're literally dating Lee May. Exactly. I'd eat her tits out.
Jesus Christ, man, get a room.
Shit, tu vas a...
so apparently Panda Man ships.
Get a room.
Apparently Panda Man ships Johnny and Lee May. I think we all kind of did before the game came out. I don't mind that pairing.
comer la panocha.
Oh my God,
Okay,
Havoc.
I don't know what that means.
Kung Lao, don't ask him.
I'm saying that Johnny quiere comer Lee May's pussy tonight. Okay, forget all that to everyone. What the fuck? New at TGI Fridays. It's what you've been waiting for. The Kool-Aid Man burger.
That sounds gay.
Really, John?
New at TGI Fridays. It's what you've been waiting for. The backwards pussy burger.
Elder gods, it's worse than I thought.
Shit! That is fucking hilarious.
Ooh, I don't even want to know what that's supposed to be.
How do people come up with this stuff?
That's my question.
Same thing.
You know what? I'm definitely going with that card. Who placed it?
That would be me.
Holy shit!
That's
a great fucking start.
What the fuck?
Look, that card seemed the most vulgar I had in my deck, so I had to place
I
it.
probably don't want to know
since
two
Raiden won
rolling
this
on the
round,
floor
black
laughing.
card goes to him.
How many points to win?
I'm thinking 5. What do you think?
I think that's good.
I agree.
We're gonna have a hell of a fun time. This is bound to be interesting.
Guess I'm the card czar now. Everyone but Kung Lao draw 10 new cards. And that's about it for the rules. Rinse and repeat until one of us wins.
I don't think my poor ears can take this much inappropriate stuff.
Aww.
Welcome to the real world, Ray, dude. Okay, Gway, what's the prompt?
The prompt is, oh no, Joe Biden's talking about blank again.
I got the perfect card.
I fear.
At this point, being passive does nothing here.
Is there like a family edition of this game?
Only pussies puede jugar el Family Edition.
Damn, calm down. This is why I like being your friend, Havoc.
You know Raiden has a pussy of his own, right?
Kung Lao, what is wrong with you? Holy shit, you didn't have to do him like that.
Hey, yo.
Looks like that's everyone, so here we go. Oh no, Joe Biden's talking about picking up girls at the abortion clinic again.
Okay, who the hell placed that card?
I hate that you read that like a completely normal sentence.
This is getting worse and worse.
Fuck it, pussy. Tú nos creaste so we can make our own decisions.
Anyway, here we have, oh no, Joe Biden's talking about Kamala Harris again.
I mean, she's the top contender other than that fat orange fuck. Ella está dick riding Biden or no?
Havoc, what the hell? You get us all canceled.
That's golden.
I have no say in this.
Next card. Oh no, Joe Biden's talking about burgers and pussy again.
Oh God, okay, that wasn't any better.
Why the hell is the word pussy so prevalent here?
By the elder gods, please stop saying that word.
Please stop
Joe
saying
Biden's
that word.
About, oh my God.
What's wrong? Fucked up card?
Joe.
I mean, to be
Joe
fair, if
Biden's
Raiden and
talking
Kitana were gonna be a parallel from Louis and Kitana, then probably that.
Yeah. I mean, I ship it. I think they're so cute.
About invading Poland.
I mean, they pretty much had the same setup with I hope we meet again under different circumstances. So.
Again. What the fuck? Oh my God, are you good?
Dude, that's fucked up. What the hell?
Kung Lao, please don't laugh so hard on that one.
You realize this is a game, right?
Of course I do. It's a game for horrible people.
What are you guys playing?
A
Harvick is me
heinous
from
game
this
that I got
video.
unintentionally dragged into.
你知道你同意玩这个游戏，对吗？
Exactamente.
Also, he doesn't like the dark humor the game has when he literally yelled curse words at people before.
Liu Kang, Hun, just give it a chance.
Ugh, fine.
Which card was next?
It's, oh no. Joe Biden's talking about late stage dementia.
Oh, we are so getting the Panda Man crucified.
Todos
If
los
he
viejos
does,
are
I
making
don't
fun
think he'll
of the
forgive
viejo
us.
Who
when they
exactly?
themselves have el
a
pinche
friend of
demencia.
ours.
Ha,
Last
you're not
I spoke
wrong.
with him, he was in a rough mood.
Every
Probably
politician
best
in
if we
America is
don't
fucking
provoke him.
stupid. Making fun of America is fun and all, but who wins this round?
The one with the dementia card. Who placed it?
Me!
Dude, that was genius.
So who's winning?
Raiden y Kung Lao están empatados. I have no clue what that means. It means you and Raiden are neck and neck. Fuck you!
Oh, come on.
Let yourself fall into that one.
Oh, that's true.
Do we all still draw 10 new cards except for Kung Lao?
Oh, I should have clarified earlier. Whoever was the card czar doesn't draw 10 new cards for each round.
Since they already have the 10 cards, right?
Exactly that.
I'm going to get some ice cream for everyone here.
Be careful.
See you later, Lady Katana.
Don't let Kung Lao follow you. Oh, come on! El pinche gordo's gonna eat 69 pints and get el pinche diabetes again.
Guys, it'll be fine. All right, I'm heading out. See ya.
All right, Havoc, you're up.
Okay, Mitch Picaro can't come without.
What the fuck? That's hilarious!
Oh, no.
Raiden, please don't enable them with your answer. Trust me.
I don't fully get why they're laughing so much.
Damn, my
It's a
cards
completely
suck.
normal
No,
sentence.
Mom,
You'll be surprised
just
once
pick
you know
what
the
you think
real
is
word.
best.
Now I'm even more concerned.
Buddy, if you play more of this game, I promise these jokes will be funny.
I guess I'll take your word for it.
Now this one, I think will be funny. I can't help it.
Eso es, güey.
That's the spirit.
Let's get this over with. A ver, Mitch McConnell can't come without crucifixion. What?
Oh, what?
So this game makes fun of everyone then.
Seems
Yeah.
like it.
No matter what you identify as or lean towards, this game lets you make fun of literally anyone.
So that's why it's called Cards Against Humanity.
It's
Precisely.
in the name, dumbass.
I wouldn't anger Lord Liu Kang if I were you.
Cálmense, señoras. Anyway, Mitch McConnell can't come without masturbating. Okay,
I mean,
it fits well,
makes
does it not?
sense.
I seriously cannot understand why you are all turning this into a normal conversation.
Just leave them be.
Oh, the hypocrisy! Tú comiste la panocha de Kitana weeks
Fair
ago.
enough, LOL.
Fuck's sake.
Cállate, motherfucker! Mitch McConnell can't come without the collapse of the Chinese real estate market.
Typical nationalist reaction.
To what extent would he come, though?
Let's not go there, Cage.
Okay, Mitch McConnell can't come without... Dude, you're getting red? Are you good?
He laughed.
Why are you laughing so
Oh,
much?
is it something horrible? Havoc, are you...
Total J.
Rolling on the floor laughing.
What kind of laugh was that, Kay?
Pinche madre.
Yeah, like how it said janky ass laugh. I guess it was the The AI voice thing.
Whoever placed that card, you are a legend.
There's no way anything can top that. That was fucking hilarious.
Let's see what the last card says. A ver, Mitch McConnell can't come without...
Dude, you are dying.
Holy shit. Did the card top the other one?
I swear, in that order. My neck, my back, my pussy, and my crap.
Not another neck joke, you fucks.
My favorite part is coming rolling on the floor laughing.
Are you joking, kidding me?
Oye, don't be such a neck sore.
Hey, fellas, I'm
That's
back.
it, you fucking... You're a fucking...
Kung Lao, you can't say that, man.
Well, you can't
Crashing
say
out.
that.
It's time for your prostate examination.
Everyone's faces had me dying.
Yep. Oh dear.
I need one of you to answer me, and answer me honestly. Who the
Jonas.
fuck keeps breaking the timeline barrier?
All of us? And more?
Uh-oh, he's gonna nuke you guys.
This video is definitely meme worthy.
Oh, I was right, he did nuke him. Oh yeah, the game night gone wrong one's pretty funny too.
Alright, now you see how I'm placing down a green 7? That's because there's a green 2 down.
Oh, well that sucks. I don't have any green cards.
Do you have any 7s?
I love
no,
that
go
one
fish.
too.
That's not the game where...
Oh
then
no,
you have to take
you
a
know.
card from the pile.
But we
Yep.
just started playing. Fine.
I have this one green card with a prohibition sign on it. What does that do?
That's a skip card. If you place it down, Johnny's turn is skipped.
Ah, don't you do it, Kenshi. Don't you? Son of a bitch! Oh, you think that's funny, eh?
What does this card with the arrows on it mean?
That's a reverse card. It reverses the turn order so Johnny would continue instead of me.
Ooh! Place it down! Place it
I
down!
must first take a moment to think about.
Don't think, just do!
Don't think, just do!
All right, then.
Yes! Your ass is mine, Kenshi! Draw 2!
What? That's
Hey, yo.
completely unfair.
Suck it, John Milton!
I don't appreciate your hostility, Johnny.
I got you, Kenshi. Got one
Pause.
too.
Thank you, Kun Lao.
Pause.
Shut you up for a while.
Oh, no, you didn't!
Oh, yes, I did.
Bitch! Well,
Ooh.
we'll show you. Raiden, place down another reverse.
I don't have another reverse, but I do have a green 5.
That doesn't help me, bro.
Now see, this is a wild card. Placing it down will allow the user to change the color. In this instance, I'm changing it to yellow.
Works for me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I have the card, Johnny.
That's 3 times. You skipped me 3 times. I mean, how is that possible?
Don't blame me. Blame whoever shuffled this deck.
Hey, I shuffled this deck just fine.
Well, tell that to the guy who's whining.
You'd be whining too if you were skipped 3 fucking times.
No, I wouldn't, because I know this is only a game.
You're only saying that because you're winning.
No, I'm not. You're always like this. So damn competitive.
And what's wrong with that? How do you think I got everything I did? By being competitive.
This is a fucking game cage.
I have a yellow draw too.
Got a yellow 7.
You know what? Fuck this game.
Oh, come on, John.
No, I'm sick of this shit. How the fuck did you get 4 skips and use them every single fucking
That's
turn?
not my fault, and I already told you that. Those were the cards I got at the start of the game.
Stop it with that. I mean, are you cheating or something?
Cheating? Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
Are you that fucking dense
Well,
that you
excuse
can't
me for
believe
thinking
that this
how
deck
someone can
couldn't
get
have
4
just been
skips
handed
just
to
out
me?
of fucking...
Why don't you ask Kun Lao why he sucks at shuffling
Kenshi, you're
cards?
truly a
I
savage.
don't suck.
Yes, you do.
Lucky.
I got
And for
4
the
skips
record,
and
you
2
were
of the same fucking
See?
color.
I
It's so
saw
fucking
you looking
obvious.
at my cards.
Looking at your cards, motherfucker, I can't even see.
That's not an excuse.
What do you mean?
Wait, what was
Your
that?
cards, motherfucker, I can't even see.
That's
Where am I looking at your cards? I can't even see.
not an excuse.
What do you mean?
All right,
That's not
this has gone on long enough.
Yes, it has, because I'm done. Fuck this game. Fuck you for suggesting we play it. Fuck you for your shitty shuffling skills. Fuck you for... Well, you didn't do anything wrong.
And fuck you for all your skipping. I'm out.
Just like your ex-wife.
What was that?
Nothing.
No, what did you just say?
You know the game just started and you're already bailing out. What, are you afraid of losing? You already lost your wife. You already lost your house.
Dang.
It's just a card game, Johnny. It's no big deal if you lose.
Johnny, I didn't mean that.
Aw.
Yeah, sure you didn't.
No, I'm sorry. I was blinded by anger.
I thought you were blinded by Melina.
Kung Lao, really?
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I was kind of playing like a dick. I don't know what came over me.
No, you're all good. I'm sorry I overreacted. You're right, it's just a game. What do you all say we just continue where we left off?
Actually, I say we play something else. I don't really like this game.
Really? Why not?
It just makes everyone so hostile towards each other.
Yep.
That's true.
I have an idea. Why don't we take a pause on this game? Order some food to eat, then figure out what to do later.
That's a wonderful idea.
I just thought of something. Imagine giving this to Empress Sindel and General Shao. The chaos that would ensue.
I'd pay good money to see that.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay.
The Outworld, you know.
Yes. Alright, we're gonna finish it off with something that YouTube is probably not going to be happy with.
More terrified by the sticky theater floor than anything on screen? Yeah, me too. Sometimes it feels like the scariest part is the plot holes, not the plot. That's why today I'm diving into the famous disturbing movie scene Iceberg. Basically, it's the most shocking scenes from scary, disturbing movies, but it progressively gets much, much worse. Like,
oh
Layer
joy!
1 is already pretty scary if you're just an average horror fan, but then in Layer 2 we have Hereditary, which is considered by the average person as one of the most scariest modern day horror movies.
I do plan on watching Hereditary.
There are
Hope you don't get flagged for this, my
Obviously,
friend.
this is a trigger warning. If you have a trigger, these movies will probably...
I mean, if I do get, like...
Hereditary.
Yeah. I don't know, if I do get in trouble, I can just trim it out.
Trigger it. But if that's okay to you and you're ready to have your soul crushed like I did researching this video, like the video and subscribe, because I'm the guy who's excited to talk to you about all this weird stuff. I don't agree with any of this disturbing stuff, but I find it interesting to talk to people about. Layer 1. First up is Insidious, and it's the notorious red face scene. Imagine this.
Oh yeah, that.
Josh and Renee are casually chatting at the dining table. No ominous music, no creepy shadows, just a normal conversation. Then bam! The lipstick-faced demon appears right behind Josh like he owns the place. It's the kind of jump scare that makes you question every corner of your own home during daylight hours. What's brilliant here is how it flips the script. We're so conditioned to expect scares in the dark that when horror shows up for brunch, it catches us completely off guard.
And like he said, it didn't have any kind of creepy music or anything. It was just normal conversation and boom, it's there.
And let's be honest, after this, red paint has never looked the same. Sliding into signs, let's talk about that infamous birthday party scene.
Oh, yeah.
We're watching grainy home video footage from a kid's party in Brazil.
That was a weird, dumb movie, but admittedly, this scene is creepy.
Pinatas, cake, the whole 9 yards. Then, out of nowhere, an alien strolls past the driveway like it's just another guest running late for the party. No dramatic entrance, no flying saucer, just a casual extraterrestrial cameo. The raw, shaky footage makes it eerily realistic, like you're witnessing something you're not supposed to see. It's that unexpected normalcy that sends chills down your spine, making you side-eye every piece of found footage you come across.
Alien just
now
chilling.
brace yourself for the mist, and it's very...
Especially with the way Joaquin Phoenix's character jumps back with a hand over his mouth like, oh!
very gut-wrenching ending. Picture this. David Drayton and a small group of people in his family are trapped in a car. Surrounded by the terrifying
Was like, don't mind me.
unimaginable monsters, David believes that all hope is lost.
Oh, oh my god. If you've ever seen this movie, then you know this soul-crushing ending.
Unthinkable decision to spare them from a worse
horror
fate.
movies.
If you get what...
Yeah. Spoilers, by the way, if you have not seen this movie and you don't want it to be spoiled.
What I mean. What makes this even more heart-wrenching is that his own child is with him. Moments later, after making this decision, the military arrives, clearing the mist and revealing salvation was just seconds away. It's a punch to the emotional gut that leaves you staring at the screen in disbelief. The scene doesn't rely on any jump scares. It messes with your psyche, forcing you to contemplate the harrowing choices people make under despair. It's not just scary,
Oh, the
it's
mist.
haunting.
Yep.
Descending further, we have The Descent's first encounter with the Crawlers. 6 friends decide spelunking in uncharted caves is a solid
Oh, is another movie I want to watch.
weekend plan. What could go wrong? As tensions rise and light dwindles, the night vision camera reveals a pale, humanoid creature lurking just beyond one of them. It's a fleeting glimpse, but enough to make your skin crawl. The claustrophobic setting amplifies the terror, making every shadow a potential threat. After watching this, I crossed exploring caves off my bucket list permanently. And
Oh, I never wanted to do that anyways. I'm terribly claustrophobic.
lastly on layer 1, let's revisit the iconic axe scene from The Shining. Jack Torrance, played masterfully by Jack Nicholson, is the picture of unhinged as he breaks down a bathroom door, wielding an axe. And you probably remember this moment.
Here's Johnny!
Yeah, that's basically been seared now into pop culture history.
Yep.
It's not just about the imminent danger, it's witnessing a man's complete descent into madness.
Here's Johnny.
The familiar comfort
Yep.
of a home turned into a twisted maze of terror, reminding us that sometimes the scariest monsters are human. So most iconic...
Oh yeah, did you know when
Johnny Cage MKX Fatality.
Mm-hmm. In the new game, MK1, Janet's fatal blow is she gives the opponent a signed, an autographed picture and like stabs the pen in their face. But she says,
Here's Janet.
yeah, she says, here's
Janet.
yeah, there you go. Here's Janet, stab.
famous horror movie moments are in this first layer. Which
I
means
like that they
layer
made a
2 is
callback
now going
to
be
that.
Scenes that not only scare you, but really make you want to check your closet before you head to bed. Because we're just getting started. Which brings me to Annihilation. Let's talk about it. And that spine-chilling bear scene. So you're with a team venturing
I don't think I've heard of this movie.
into the mysterious Shimmer, where the laws of nature have basically packed up and left. Tensions are already high when they hear what sounds like their lost friend Cass screaming for help. Relief,
Oh.
right? Not so much. Enter the mutant bear from your worst nightmares. A creature that's not content with just being a bear, but has also absorbed the dying screams of its victims. Imagine a roar that's part growl, part human agony. It's the kind of sound that sticks with you. The
Wow.
scene plays out with excruciating tension as the team is tied up, helpless, while this abomination decides who's next on the menu. It's a masterclass in psychological horror, making you question what's scarier, the creature itself or the idea of part of you living on inside it. After this, even a teddy bear might seem a little sus to you from now on. Now we gotta shift gears.
So, like the Predator.
I guess so. You know what? I'm gonna look that up. What was it, Annihilation? Did I spell that right?
The Predator mimics the MKX cast.
Oh yeah, I remember there was one
Yes.
where I think it was one of his taunts. He would imitate their laugh.
Annihilation.
With you. The scene plays out with the diners, right? These are already mysterious shit. And that spine,
What? Wait.
which brings me to Annihilation.
ANNIH. Elation. Okay, I think I forgot the H. Yep, there it is. All right.
Of its victims. With you, the scene plays out with excruciating tension as the team is tied up, helpless, while this abomination decides who's next on the menu.
All right, I got it lined up to
Masterclass in
watch.
psychological horror, making you question what's scarier, the creature itself or the idea of part of you living on inside it. After this, even a teddy bear might seem a little sus to you from now on. Now we gotta shift gears to Saw 3D and the infamous furnace scene. Just when you thought Jigsaw's DIY traps couldn't get any more extreme, they toss in an industrial furnace for good measure. Our guy Dan is locked in, racing against the clock to solve a puzzle that would make a Rubik's Cube
Saw
look like child's
3D.
play. Spoiler alert, he doesn't make it. The timer hits 0 and suddenly you're at Swiss Chalet, except instead of chicken, it's a human rotisserie, and nobody's craving barbecue. What's particularly jarring is the helplessness, not just of Dan, but of everyone watching, including us. It's a reminder that in the Saw universe, safety regulations are non-existent, and thinking on your feet is a literal lifesaver. Note to self, avoid any rooms with a very large furnace and a ticking timer. Speaking of unexpected horrors, let's revisit Hereditary.
Oh, Hereditary.
That shocking car accident scene. If you've seen it, you know exactly the one. Picture this.
Yeah.
The son is frantically driving his sister to the hospital after a severe allergic reaction. She's gasping for air, so she sticks her head out of the window for relief. Meanwhile, you're gripping your seat because the tension is just insane. This is a phenomenal movie scene. Then out of nowhere, bam, her head connects with a telephone pole. Silence. Absolute, dreadful silence. It's a gut punch that leaves both the son and the audience in stunned disbelief. What makes this scene so horrifying isn't just the suddenness, but the raw depiction of grief and shock that follows. It doesn't rely on supernatural elements at this moment. It's a brutal slice of a tragic reality. Let me tell you, it makes every quick drive to the store feel a little bit more scary. From car rides to cliff dives, Midsommar gives us the unnerving cliff diving scene.
I think that's one of those movies that they say don't watch if you're very sensitive, which Hereditary is already kind of pushing it, but I think Midsommar is probably, I shouldn't watch that.
Imagine
That's what I've
attending
heard.
A quaint Swedish festival. Flower crowns, folk music, the works. Then, as part of the festivities, you witness two elders calmly walk off the face of a cliff, plummeting onto the rocks below. The first impact is graphic, but when the second elder survives the fall and the community members casually crush his skull with a mallet,
oh my
you're left
God,
questioning all of your vacation plans to Sweden. The daylight setting makes it even more disturbing. Horror unfolding under the bright, unforgiving sun is a stark contrast to the typical dark and stormy night trope, proving that terror doesn't take a lunch break. After this, group trips to remote locals have permanently lost their appeal. Next up is Fear Street Part 1.
I don't know, I may try that one.
And the bread slicer scene that nobody saw coming. You're
What?
following Kate, who's just trying to survive a massacre
Bread
while
slicer?
working her late shift at the grocery store. Typical team problems, right? During the chaos, she ends up face to face with the killer, and in a gruesome twist, gets
I
pushed
seen
through
Fear
an industrial
Street.
bread slicer. Yes, you
Is
heard
it
that
good?
correctly. A bread slicer. It's a moment that's
I
both
think all
shockingly
three of them.
graphic and ridiculously imaginative, leaving you equal parts horrified and impressed by the
That
audacity.
one's all
It takes
right,
the term
Fear Street.
slicing bread to a whole new, unpleasant level. Safe to say, I might be scared of my toaster now. Lastly, in Layer 2, let's revisit driving anxieties with Final Destination 2. And
Oh, yeah.
the log truck scene.
I've seen the entire series.
If you are scared of driving, you probably want to skip this one. You're on a road trip, tunes are playing, life's
The
good.
log truck.
Then you find yourself
Yep.
behind a truck hauling massive logs secured by what looks like dental floss. Cue the premonition, the chains snap, logs tumble, and suddenly the highway is a domino effect of vehicular catastrophe. It's a chaotic symphony of destruction, and that is the perfect word to describe this because it's
Oh
literally
no,
a song.
the
Cars
infamous
flipping,
log truck that
explosions,
scarred me for
unimaginable
life.
accidents,
Oh.
all because of some poorly secured timber. This scene has single-handedly caused millions to change lanes the minute they spot a truck carrying anything resembling cargo. It's not just a scene, it's a cultural touchstone for irrational driving fears. Remember, safety first. Always keep a safe distance, or avoid highways entirely. If Layer 2 had you...
Okay, I take comfort in the fact that that's not how physics works. The logs would not be bouncing on the road like that. Now, the one that did make me the video, it's a video. It's like a real actual video. If you've heard of it, you know what I'm talking about. The Russian brick video. That one is the one that made me afraid to be driving behind hauling trucks.
Checking over your shoulder, this is now getting into the effed up tier. I describe tier 3 simply like this. If you mention these movies on a first date with someone, it has a 50% chance of being a red flag to your date. I only know that from personal experience.
Whenever I
Let's
see
kick
a
it off
log
with
truck
terror.
owl, I will literally keep a safe distance.
Oh god, Terrifier. I don't know how many of y'all know how I feel about these movies. They're not for me. It's just gore for the sake of
I saw that
shock.
movie not that long ago.
I'm not really a fan of gore just for the sake of gross shock value. So, yeah. They're like fake snuff films. No thanks.
Terrifier 2, and the infamous home invasion scene.
I never seen
Allie. Picture
Terrifier.
this. Allie is prepping for a
Well, if you don't like excessive, disgusting gore, don't watch it.
Halloween party when Art the Clown decides to drop by uninvited. Now, Art isn't the kind of clown you'd hire for balloon animals, unless you want those balloons to be literal human heads. He chases Allie to her bedroom, and what follows is a relentless, brutal event that redefines
And definitely one the goriest I seen, but I managed to survive all of Terrifier 2.
Tortures her, starting by
Well,
giving her
good
a
for
really
you.
bad
Congratulations.
haircut. Something I thought I would never have to say. He doesn't just stop there, though. He goes on to, you know when you have KFC and you can kind of take the crusty stuff and the top layer of the chicken meat skin off? Yeah, that. He then decides to snap a branch, and let's just say he gets creative then with bleach and salt in ways that would make a sadist cringe. Yeah, let's see if YouTube allows this video to
I
stay
wonder
up.
if
The
Dead
scene is
Meat has done a
unflinching,
kill count on it.
holding nothing back, which makes it
That
all the
chase
more
to kill one of the
terrifying. It's a
absolute
visceral experience
brutalist
that
scenes I ever saw.
pushes boundaries and leaves even seasoned horror fans reaching for the pause button or the exit of the movie theater. After watching this, clowns at birthday parties are officially off the table for me. Moving on to Dr. Sleep. Let's discuss the scene that left many viewers
Have not seen
unraveled.
this.
The fate of the baseball player Bradley Trevor. Bradley's a young boy with a special gift, and unfortunately, that makes him a target for the True Knot, a group that feeds off psychic energy. They abduct him, and what follows is a heart-wrenching depiction of fear and pain.
Zedden,
As they extract
I need
his
to ask,
steam,
do you
Bradley's
consider Art the Clown a demon?
desperate cries
I know I
and
do.
pleas for mercy are met with cold indifference. The
Or he's got to be
But
some.
I gotta still see Terrifier 3.
I think we could consider him some kind of entity, considering he can't be killed.
performance by Jacob Tremblay is so convincing that it's genuinely difficult to watch. It's not just about the physical act, but just hearing the sheer terror in his voice. The scene doesn't rely on any jump scares. Instead, it leaves a lasting impact by showcasing true evil in the form of those who exploit. It's a moment
A
that
demon.
lingers with you, making you reflect on the darker sides of humanity, or in this case, those who have forsaken it. Now, let's talk about Eden Lake.
Haven't
and
seen
its
this
gut
either.
punch of an ending. After surviving a harrowing ordeal against a group of violent teenagers, our protagonist Jenny finally escapes. Bruised, battered, but hopeful, she's finally out. She stumbles upon a seemingly safe haven, only to realize she's walked straight into the lion's den. The homes
Like you
of
know,
her
just you wait
attackers
if you
with
want
their
to see
parents in them.
Terrifier,
The
just
relief
wait on
turns
what
to
Art
dread as
does.
the parents,
Oh,
far
gosh.
from being her saviors, decide to cover up their children's evil actions by silencing her. The helplessness is palpable as Jenny understands that justice won't be served and that she's trapped in a cycle of violence and denial. It's a bleak commentary on social failure
Oh
and the
my
lengths
days.
people will go to protect their own, even when they are monstrously wrong. This ending doesn't just unsettle you, it leaves you with a profound sense of injustice that can't be shaken off with the rolling credits. Shifting into the realm of internet.
I think later I'll watch this back and mark down any more of the movies that I might want to check out.
National horror, Audition delivers one of the most
Oh no,
unnerving
not
scenes
Audition.
with its infamous Kiri 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 moment. What starts as a slow burn romantic drama that honestly seems fun takes a sharp left turn into nightmare territory. Aoma, our unsuspecting protagonist, finds himself incapacitated by Asami, the woman he thought might be the one.
Audition.
Asami calmly and methodically tortures him using acupuncture needles in places needles should never go, like these things. Her
Yeah.
chilling refrain of kiri kiri kiri, roughly translating to deeper, deeper, adds an eerie soundtrack to the proceedings. She then proceeds to remove his foot with a wire, all while maintaining an unsettling serenity. This juxtaposition of her calm demeanor with the gruesome acts creates a dissonance that's profoundly disturbing. It's a scene that digs under your skin, quite literally for the main character, and makes you question ever swiping right on a dating app again. Next up is Mirrors, and the jaw-dropping, pun unfortunately intended, scene involving Amy Smart's character, Angela.
I did see Mirrors. It wasn't too. It was pretty decent.
Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing your reflection do something entirely independent of you. Angela experiences just that when her mirror image begins to forcibly tear her own jaw apart. Unable to resist, she succumbs to a brutal self-inflicted injury orchestrated by an evil force. The visuals are graphic, showing the sheer horror of losing control over one's own body.
Oh, no. I'm mistaken. No, it wasn't Mirrors that I saw. It was Oculus that I saw. I got them confused because they both have mysterious mirrors in them. No, Oculus is the one that I saw. Mirrors I have not.
It's not just about the gore. It's the psychological terror of being compelled to do this to yourself without any power to stop the demon. Let's just say this film gave me more of
Did
a
I
reason
hear
to not
that
look in the
correctly?
mirror
A
other
woman
than
did the
being ugly.
second Quan
Lastly,
Kai
let's
fatality.
revisit the Final
Pretty much.
Destination franchise
Yes.
with the infamous tanning bed scene from Final Destination.
Oh,
3.
no, the tanning
Ashley
bed
and
scene.
Ashlyn decide to get that perfect sun-kissed glow before graduation. But things go horribly wrong when their tanning beds malfunction. Trapped inside, they realize with mounting panic that escape is impossible. The temperature rises,
Oh, the tanning
and
bed.
the scene doesn't shy
Yep.
away from depicting their terror and suffering as the heat becomes unbearable. The claustrophobia combined with the inescapable fate creates a very terrifying experience. It's a stark reminder that sometimes
I thought the
everyday
roller
places
coaster
can
would
become
take the
setting for
spot.
our worst nightmares. Plus, it probably did for tanning salons
She
what
got
Jaws
cooked.
did for
Pun not
beachifications,
intended.
a surge in cancellations. If these scenes left you feeling uneasy, hold tight as we descend further. We're now entering territory that blurs the lines between shock and sheer psychological torment. The layers below aren't just disturbing, they're downright haunting. Consider this your last trigger warning. The following scenes tackle some of the most harrowing and emotionally crushing moments in film, so please proceed with caution, and if you notice my voice tone go down, there's almost no enjoyment of these movies. They're trying to say something, a story or a lesson, and that story or lesson is usually not a positive one. And that's why we need to begin with The Last House on the Left.
Remake there is better than the original. That's one of the few instances where the remake is
Why
better.
not the racetrack or the scene where that lady got hit with a pebble in the eye?
Well, to be fair, that movie was the weakest in the series. It wasn't really that good.
And its wood scene. This film doesn't contain any ghosts or supernatural monsters. It just shows us the reality of how evil humanity can be. And the particular moment I am talking about is a very gut-wrenching example. I have to tiptoe over how to
It was
explain
mid.
this, unfortunately,
Yeah.
due to the nature of YouTube. But you'll get the idea. And then if that makes you want to go watch the movie, why? But you can see it. Yeah. Two girls find themselves in a very terrifying nightmare when they're captured by a guy named Krug and his gang. What unfolds is a bad thing that you can probably assume I'm saying. The scene is just terrifying. It really forces the audience to confront the raw
Two
brutality
girls.
afflicted upon these women. And the reason why this is so shocking is because it's disturbingly realistic. It makes you feel mad, angry, and just disgusted. As you can tell from my tone of voice, I don't even want to talk about it. Like it's not done in a way that is exploitative like some of the lower entries on this list. This movie still has like a lesson it's trying to say, but it's very tough to talk about. It's very tough to even watch. Moving on to a
Those kind of
less
scenes
real
are always
example
rough
and
to
more of a
have
just
to watch.
Downright disturbing example is Saw 3 and the Rack Trap. The Saw franchise has never been light on gruesome imagery, but this particular trap takes the torment to a new level. Man finds himself trapped to a device designed to twist his limbs
Ah.
Oh, the rack.
ultimately
Yeah,
not.
the rack
Each
scene.
rotation brings excruciating pain and the sounds of twigs snapping. As he starts yelling, the clock ticks down and the moral dilemma intensifies. Jeff, the protagonist, is faced with the choice to save him by confronting his own forgiveness or let the mechanism complete its task. The scene is a brutal exploration of vengeance, justice, and the harrowing costs of inaction. It's not just the physical suffering that gets under your skin, but the psychological weight of choices and their consequences. Next up is Bone Tomahawk, and it's shocking.
I have not seen this, but I do love some Kurt Russell, so maybe I'll check it out.
Execution scene. Blending Western motifs with horror elements, the film builds up to a moment that's as unexpected as it is brutal. One of the main characters is a captive and subjected to a horrifying fate at the hands of a tribe of cannibalistic cave dwellers. The scene doesn't flinch in its depiction, showcasing a level of savagery that's rare even in most horror movies. It's not just the visceral imagery that unsettles you, but the sheer helplessness of the situation. The stark realism strips away any layer of cinematic safety, leaving you feeling exposed to the raw cruelty unfolding on screen. This isn't just shock for shock's sake. It's a pivotal moment that underscores the unpredictability of the film world. Now let's revisit Art the Clown in the first Terrifier movie. And you know the scene I'm going to talk about if you've seen it. The hacksaw scene.
Yeah.
See, Art isn't your average clown. He is a silent harbinger of chaos with just a
the
desire
upside down.
to cause pain. In this scene, he captures a woman and...
Honestly, I'm not sure which is worse, this hacksaw scene or the one he mentioned before in the second movie. I don't know which one is worse, honestly.
Subjects her to a fate that's
He
very
is a
graphic.
demon.
I cannot say what it is directly, but let's just say, you know how you cut a paper with scissors? Yeah. What makes it even more disturbing is he's almost calm or cheerful as he does it. There's no reasoning, there's no motive, it's just pure evil. It's a moment that really tests the limits of an audience's tolerance for gore, leaving even hardened horror fans like me shocked. I almost fainted after watching this the first time. After witnessing this, even the bravest might think twice about clowns or late night viewings of Terrifier. Lastly, Gerald's Game offers...
I'm gonna see how Terrifier 3 is gonna take the levels.
Jesse is left chained to a bed in a remote lake house after a tragic accident. As the hours stretch on,
Art the Clown Ghostface.
She realizes that escape can only come with a painful price. The moment she decides to free herself is portrayed with unflinching realism. The scene is crafted expertly to make you feel every ounce of her agony and determination to escape. It's not just a physical struggle, but a psychological one, as Jesse confronts all of these inner demons. The film is trying to put you in that moment of, are you able to do such an action?
Art the Clown would be perfect for Mortal Kombat.
Is, but it's often...
But he doesn't talk. How's he gonna do intros?
Referred to as a coyote caught in a trap. They often have to do an action to escape. So yeah, it's pretty bad. As we emerge from Layer 4, it's clear that horror isn't solely about monsters or the supernatural. Sometimes the scariest thing is the darkness that can reside within actual people. Whether it's cruelty inflicted upon others or the extreme measures one might take when pushed to the brink, these scenes aren't just about fear. They're a deep dive into the unsettling complexities of human nature. They're challenging, they're uncomfortable, and they remind us that sometimes the most profound horrors are the ones that force us to confront the shadows lurking within ourselves. Which is why I need to warn you that I have not watched most of the movies now we're about to talk about. I have only researched them online and what happened, because I get really sad when scenes like this are shown and I just can't watch this stuff. I'm okay with like gore and that like extreme
I saw a few
sort of
intros where characters
fantastical
don't
effects,
talk
but
or
this is
don't
like-
half lines, so maybe that or the MKX kind of thing.
Yeah, but the way they do intros now, I don't know. It's kind of different, so I don't know how. I don't know.
where things get too real. So this is a warning. This is going to get dark really quickly, which means we need to talk about Megan is Missing.
Oh, this movie's dumb. I'm sorry, this movie's dumb. This movie's not that disturbing. I'm sorry. It's just not to me. This movie's dumb.
The barrel scene. So basically, after an event, one of the characters makes a girl named Amy an offer. He will let her go from capture if she agrees to climb into a large plastic barrel. This is the kind that chemicals are often stored in, very reminiscent of Breaking Bad. And if you've watched Breaking Bad, you'll understand that this is often used to get rid of a body. And with normal horror movies, you just expect a jump scare. But we are in layer 5, so that doesn't happen. The girl believes this man and walks over to the barrel. He unscrews the lid, and then the camera and Amy both look down to reveal her friend, who has been there for a while, let's just say. Obviously, Amy started screaming. Josh then makes her go into the barrel and seals it shut. You can then hear the barrel being dragged outside and hear her screams. What is the most disturbing part about this is that all the while she's screaming, she is saying how much she loves him. Yeah, this is a tough watch. Don't watch this movie. Don't watch this movie. Layer 5, I would say all of these movies are still art. Like, they have a message they are trying to convey, and that's what separates it from Layer 6, which is what I would consider borderline not art. It's almost exploitive at that point. But Layer 5 is really tough. Which brings us to Mother and the baby scene, which
Mother is a movie I am not going to watch. Yeah, I think that's one of those that would be too much for me, from what I've heard about it.
I actually watched this recently. The whole movie isn't that bad, but this scene is pretty disturbing. And it's not something you forget, because the entire movie is basically a metaphor for Jesus Christ or God and what would happen on Earth if he came back. And basically, it tells the story of a girl who's named Mother, who is basically being ignored and not cared after and not taken care of by her husband, who is very obsessed with the idea of creating and his own self-image. This film ramps up throughout this movie, and you're not even aware it's a metaphor to something, to the point where she has a baby, and the husband is so desperate to be loved by everybody that he wants to give the people his baby. He doesn't think anything would go wrong. He just thinks that they would care about the baby, but he wants them to know that he has a child to gain that recognition for himself. But if you've seen this movie, you'll understand that the whole theme of this movie is things going too far. And the husband's inability to put his foot down and say, no, this needs to stop. That's why within 10 seconds, the baby is taken from him and is raised in a crowd on everyone's hands across the room so that the mother cannot get to the baby, and we hear a snap. Yeah, it's bad. And let's just say the bread of Jesus Christ is then given, quite literally. That was bad. I guess worse, because we gotta talk about Martyrs.
Martyrs is another one that I won't watch. Yeah, I was gonna say, anything involving harm to a baby is a definite no from me.
Which is actually a good movie, but it is a tough watch. If you've seen this movie, you'll understand that it is about torture and pushing people to an extreme with torture. This gets pushed to the brink with the scene at the very end where the main character has, I'm going back to the KFC metaphor, that's but her entire body. Yeah. I hate that I have to describe an event such raw and real with a KFC metaphor. That just seems wrong, but the only way to talk about this on this platform is using that. Otherwise, this video would be taken down in 5 seconds. Which brings us to another French movie that is equally disturbing, and that's Inside, where it's about a woman who is trying to steal the baby of a mother, except the baby is still inside her. She's 7 to 9 months pregnant. The title of this scene is called C-section. They're not in a hospital, they are in a bathroom. And there's not a scalpel, there's not any medical instruments, there's scissors. Yeah, moving on. Another French movie. Bonjour, what are y'all doing over there? Called High Tension. And the label of this scene is not a word I can say on YouTube, but it is a popular act one would do if you are a mommy and daddy that loves each other very much, but it's not the main thing. Let's just put it like that.
Okay.
Basically, we see a very bad person getting this act done to them by a person who is missing their head. Yeah, this is bad. I don't know how to explain this. I haven't watched this. I don't know what happens.
I think I know what he
means. And what I Googled terrified me. So just take my word. So
Yikes.
I'm already feeling a little disgusted right now we have one more layer left, and this is where I would say these movies no longer are considered art. They are considered borderline too far. There is nothing to be said here, I don't think. One of these movies, the whole reason it was made is because it was like a critique on censorship. The government of the country this movie was made in was doing some heavy media censorship, and this whole movie was made as a big like, F you, we can do whatever we want.
Damn.
And they did whatever they want. We've got August Underground Mortem. Basically, this movie consists of a trio that attack a family, and they do unspeakable actions to every member of that family. I don't even want to talk about what they are because it's going to give me a breakdown. This is this is gross. Moving on with gross.
Yeah, August Underground series is definitely one of those really depraved, gory movies. It's like, don't watch this.
We have Guinea Pig Devil's Experiments, where basically this is the final segment of the movie, and it's called Needle. And how I would describe this is if you've ever went fishing, sometimes when you have a minnow, you have to bait your hook properly.
Yeah.
And let's just say they do that with a person and their upper half of their body. Yeah. Moving on, we have The Hills Have Eyes, which I think is one of the more popular movies of all of these ones. Basically, it's a movie about a bunch of mutated cannibal sort of people that don't really have any ethics, and one of them commits a very bad action against one, and it's just very graphic and like visceral, and you can see the pain and like terror that that person is experiencing in like real time. And it's been said online that this is like a very real portrayal of this action, and that's why it is so terrifying. It's not like artistically done up to be scary. It's like artistically done in a way that is just downright disturbing. Then we're moving on to Irreversible, where we have the same sort of thing happen in an underground tunnel. And I haven't watched these movies, but what I found online is that what makes this even more disturbing is that a bystander walks by and does nothing, which sucks because that's honestly probably true in a lot of cases, and that's
terrible.
Really sad. I think what makes some of these movies so gross and what separates them from horror and more of this other weird subgenre is like how real they get. Like, yeah. We have one more movie on this list, and that is a Serbian film, which is the movie
A definite no, don't watch this movie.
I was referencing earlier about that was made as like a big FU to the government about censorship laws. Basically, the main character in this movie is a certain type of movie star of the adult kind, and they are tasked with pushing that boundary further and further to meet the demands of the business's clients. Basically, they go too far, and by going too far, it's crossing the line. I would say that. I would say this movie is crossing the line. I get that it's supposed to cross the line. I get that that's the director's idea of what was supposed to happen in this movie to make it cross the line, but I don't know. It's a lot. Anyways, that is the end of the iceberg. I'm probably going to want to go book a therapy session. Some of these movies, if you want to watch them, the first layers are good. I like the first layers. Like, it's kind of like fun still. It's still graphic and fun. But anything past like layer 3 starts to get into you're going to have like very, very sad thoughts. If you want more icebergs like this in the future, like this video, subscribe, all the things. Maybe comment down below.
Oh, I like his name, Chupacabro.
What movie you've seen on here and what you think is missing from this list. But yeah, if you want to watch more of my
that's
videos
something.
talking about horror movies and all the scary stuff, there's a video on screen right now. But I'm gonna go call my therapist.
And that is going to be the end of our chill stream. So, thanks guys for stopping by.
Well, buddy, I'm gonna head out. Amazing stream today. Hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.
Hey, you want to at least stick around for the raid? All you have to do is just, when you get into their stream, just type out the word I want y'all to type, and then you can just leave. Won't take a second.
Gonna be busy, smiling face with open mouth and cold sweat.
Oh, well, anyways. Whoever's left, it would be fun if you did stick around for the raid. You don't have to stay, but just type in the word and then you can leave if you want. Simple enough. But I'm going to raid Saf9, and we're going to tell him... How about we just type demons? Yeah, just tell him demons.
And this is where we'll call it.
Yep. Oh, hang on.
The Demons Raid.
Yeah, the demons. Just when you get in there, just type demons.
But alright, bye-bye now.
Alright, bye-bye. Oops, I knocked something down. Raid. F9. Okay, so yeah, when you get in there, type demons, all caps. So thanks guys so much for sticking around, and I hope to see you in the next stream. I'm gonna have to pick another game we can play. So, alright, love you guys, here we go. Remember, type demons. If it'll... Hello? Really? It's gonna make me wait. Well, I'm assuming it'll just throw us in there as soon as I hit. Oh, no, wait, it's ready now. Okay, guys, type demons. See you later, bye.
So this is all. Thank you for the raid, Cock Mermaid Gamer. Hey, welcome on out here, Super Go. Yes, so the Black 2022. Oh, all right, David.